The show tonight on the Wanger Show, we're going to be doing 90 minutes up top about the Angels and Dodgers Freeway Series. It was an exciting time. The Angels I'm sorry?
We're not doing that.
They outscored the Dodgers 25-13. Everybody watched. It was fantastic. One of the best weekends in my life.
You know what, Cody? I hope the Angels do take it all the way. And I hope they go to the White House, and I hope they're cursed forever. I hope so.
Okay.
That's what I hope for. You agree, Matt?
The Dodgers still have one of the best records in the league.
What is the White House curse? Is there?
The Dodgers visited the White House, and they've been doing pretty shitty.
They're still have like one of the best records in the game. But they got swept by one of the worst teams in baseball.
Okay,
it was fantastic.
all right.
I'm not done. But fine.
Just a little too much.
Okay, there we go.
Is that audio okay for the intro?
We've had a long saga
Good Lord.
with this audio thing.
It sounds very low to us, but it's very loud for them. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
It's another one.
This is episode 402.
402, looking up the Pokemon now.
402nd. Matt, you have any idea the 402nd Pokemon?
He regrets coming on the show.
No,
That's the first question.
I know. I know 3 off the top of my head.
Okay. All right.
Pikachu, Charizard, Squirtle.
Oh, I like it. He's a Squirtle man.
Kricketune?
No.
Kricketune.
No.
I don't even know this one.
Yeah, that's
Well, I would imagine.
Good
Don't
Lord.
they just pull out a fresh batch out of their ass every couple
got
years?
A mustache. Look at that thing.
Recently,
oh my God.
yeah, they got like an ice cream now. There's like a sandcastle. There's
Wow.
literal
What
trash.
do you mean there's a sandcastle?
It's like a sandcastle Pokemon.
Yeah,
just
it's
made
got
a
like a shovel in its head.
Yeah, it
Just
was
looks
born.
like it's begging to be put out of its
It was
misery.
born with a freaking shovel. Wow.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the brainstorming room for that? They just
yeah.
got to be so exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you got? How
Yeah.
fucking sandcastle? Run with it.
Yeah. What? Has there been a camera? Like a camera Pokemon?
I mean,
been
there's a
one?
bunch of really stupid ones. There's the chandelier.
There's a chandelier.
There's a chandelier.
I'm pretty sure it's got to be
What
called.
is that?
I think the name of it is like.
What is its
Chandelure.
power?
It just shines brightly.
It's very shiny.
Oh, its lumen rating is off the charts. What
It
is
just
that?
distracts you with its beauty.
Oh, dude, how pathetic is the kid that's his favorite?
Hey.
I'm telling you, it's
Probably
it's,
very pathetic. Not my favorite. Yeah,
Ah.
there's a sword. There's a shield.
Yeah.
Sure, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like 2 swords, you know?
A chandelier.
Yeah.
I was right.
Sandcastle.
It's called chandelure. That's
It
the
looks
name,
it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks like an open flame chandelier. Like it's
Okay.
It's got some.
A little dangerous.
Maybe it's a fire Pokemon.
Candles
I
are
think is
very
what's going
dangerous
on
for you.
here.
You shouldn't have candles in your home.
Are they elemental? Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's like fire,
Yeah.
Water, grass, all that. Yeah.
Grass?
There's
Yeah.
a grass Pokemon.
Oh,
Smoking that
Don't put them up
tumbleweed.
against chandelure.
here
They're gonna
comes
burn that
here
thing.
comes
Yeah.
Dandaloo, and it's just weeds sprout up everywhere
You're
and
not
get
far
bogged
off.
down.
You're not far off.
Important to note, chandelure is 3'3", just for the
Okay.
record, guys. They have very important
actually
details
pretty
here.
big for-
76 pounds.
When are we getting just like the marijuana plant Pokemon?
Oh yeah,
Marijuana
we'll
mon.
get there. Yeah.
You know? Herbmon.
It feels like it's going to get racist real quick. Some
Oh,
Jamaican
sure.
knockoff Pokemon and be like,
Oh,
guys.
they could have it set in
Guys.
Jamaica too. They could do it there.
Yeah, this isn't good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what is good is Matt Knost. Welcome back to the program. Thank you for dealing with our
Yep.
whatever
we missed
this
Brian
is.
already. He was all over that. Now that we got
know.
Cody doing sound
It's
effects.
the damn font size.
It's very
We got a
small.
new board a couple
Yeah.
months ago, and I cannot for the life of me remember where the buttons are. So they're labeled here, but it's too damn small.
I wonder if we just have it just in between
Gotta
us
be
or
better.
something.
I gotta
Maybe.
do
Maybe
better.
get rid of the table. Should we go back just to a
I
regular
saw
table?
one that's like a little baby one where it's just like
Yeah.
one and it has like all the colors.
The
I'm like,
mini?
that's adorable.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
But it would do us no well.
You
Good
can't
here.
hook it up to this tingamajig? And
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
yeah,
can.
just
guess
like
so.
Put that a little
Yeah,
closer.
put it a
bing,
little
bing,
bit
bing.
Fonts are
closer.
much more,
Yeah.
refined.
I do
Well,
have
you
a
can change those
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, and you know what? When we
You
started
familiar with the Stream Deck?
I've seen them.
Oh, okay.
Familiar is
All
a
right.
strong term.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
It's right in
I know
front of
you
me.
can change the icons and they're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
little LEDs or LCDs, and then you can whatever.
That would be cool if I could hook it up to these lights and just kind of play around with them. You know, that'd be kind of. I should produce this show a little bit more.
You
Just
should
a
work
little
harder,
bit more.
you
I
know.
know. I know.
Figure that
Yeah, I
out.
mean,
Yeah.
the wood paneling is billowing off the side a little.
A little
It's
bit,
held on
yeah.
strong, you know.
Oh, is that over like soundproofing or something?
No, I mean, there's soundproofing behind it.
Yeah.
I probably don't even honestly need it. I did get rid of a couple. I think it's pretty soundproof as is in here with the carpet and everything. But I try to be courteous to my neighbors. I've never talked to them, so I have no idea.
But they've never complained.
That's true. That's very true.
They're just big fans of the show at this point.
Why am I doing that?
exactly.
Knock right here.
The real wood.
The real wood that's behind me. Matt, welcome back. It's been a minute. I can't recall.
Last year. He was on last year.
Was it last year?
I think spring of last year, I want to say.
It's too long.
I want to say.
You're going to be on. How would you like to come on every month and talk about Pokemon?
You guys have said this in the past, so I don't fucking believe you.
Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did that every month, you probably would become an expert on Pokemon at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
You'd know all about Chandelure.
That is a nice dissuasion of making myself a regular on the show.
You don't want to learn more about this?
Well,
I thought that'd really be the hook.
It's lost on me. It became big after I was old. So
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, I'm much older than you guys.
Okay.
No, stop. Cody's like 75.
I remember. Okay, so remember our Halloween episode we did of the Top 10 show?
Oh, on their show. Yeah.
Matt had the one. I don't remember much from it, but I remember the joke that Matt had that his shirt was older than me. So I'm trying to remember how old we were at that time. What, 22, 23, I think?
Yeah, probably.
So-
That must have been 10. Because that was at. Whose place was that at? Was that at Roka's?
No, that was at my
Your
house.
place?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was a
Holy hell.
long time ago.
We go way back, Matt.
Yeah,
We've been friends for a long time.
we have. So much so that I make it on the show once every
Hey,
leap year,
18
basically.
months or so.
there were some actual friends. No, damn, I didn't want to say that.
That you don't invite on.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Brian.
No, oh, not even that. I didn't mean to say actual friends.
Moving
Right.
on.
Damn it. Fucking it up.
Why, they
Fucking
could be
it
able to piece it together?
No. It was more so like I didn't
Moving
want
on.
to insult you by saying actual friend, and then I keep calling attention to it.
Yeah.
And it makes it worse.
We were letting it go.
It's fine.
We've been friends for a long time.
I was
It's good to have our
diving
actual
deeper.
friend Matt
Yeah.
He's
Knost.
trying to avoid it, and I think that's kind of fun.
I don't care about my
Watching
real
him be
friends.
uncomfortable and like talking about something that is uncomfortable.
you want
That's how
to see
I
him
spend
get
most of my day. Yeah.
If you really want him to get uncomfortable, you want to talk politics for a minute, or
I am wearing the red hat. I mean,
That is true.
Hey, just turn around.
I can't.
Turn around. So what's on the other side?
When I was walking up here, I was like, make sure you tilt your head down,
It's-
let them know.
It's so jarring. Everywhere I go, if I see a red hat, I
It's
do a
just
double.
Angel's
I
hat?
do a double take.
Yeah.
When I was at the Angels game, I was just like, oh my
That's
god,
a lot. There's a lot of them.
overload.
Yeah.
Well, you were down in Anaheim.
I mean, hey.
Hey, come on now.
It
Come
was
on now.
it
Come
was
on.
during Star Wars night, and they were feeling very happy about the fascism on the field with Palpatine and Vader
Yeah,
out
sure.
there.
Sure, let's make that empire great again.
Hey,
I want to make red hats wearable again. That's what I want.
Well, it's going to be a few years
Yeah.
before that's
Come on,
possible.
please, guys.
your children and your children's children.
Look,
Oh.
you can get an
never.
Angel's hat in any color, so just
That's
get it in
very
a different
I
true.
do
color.
have a black one as well.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I
You
want
never wear it.
I do all the time. What are
Do
you
you?
talking about?
Oh,
That's like
you
my
do.
most worn
I'm
hat.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. I take
Yeah.
it back.
Watch
All right.
yourself.
Well, Matt, since the last spring that we had you on here, how have you been? How's life been treating you?
I'm good. This feels like a therapy session all of a sudden.
Yes. That was our second goal.
Yeah.
Outside of a
get into
comedy,
it.
outside of a comedy podcast,
Yeah.
it was just straight therapy.
Yeah.
Do some armchair psychology on you.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Just let me know where you exactly like to start, and we can just dive
Let's start
in
from the
there.
beginning. Top 10. No. No. Yeah. It's been a minute. What you been up to? How you been? How's your quarantine been? Are we out of quarantine anymore? Are we still out of quit? Year are we in? I don't know what the hell's
You
going on.
isolating
anymore.
okay?
Yeah.
Masking when you go out.
I did a quarantine
Yeah.
show with you guys.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Fun times.
Yeah, no complaints. I mean, I wish I had some spectacular.
Sure.
If a couple things on the horizon, hopefully they pan out.
Okay.
If in fact they do, then I'll be happy to tell you about them. But I don't like to do the
Yeah.
what you run into the bullshit in town and be like, oh, I'm doing these 50 million things, and then
Yeah.
you talk to them 6 months later and you don't hear about any of those 50 million things. But they're moving on to now I've got all these other things and be like, well, those aren't going to fucking pan out.
Yeah. I was recently at a party this weekend, and there was a lot of like, hey, so how you doing? And then it just turns into like content talk. But I'm like, no, when I say how you doing, like, how have you been? Like, tell me, like, how's your life going? And then it just pivots into content.
They just want to rank Star Wars movies.
Well, I didn't get any of that, but and out of respect too, it's like cool if that's what's going on. But
let's rank Star Wars movies.
It's what they want to talk about at the party. Yeah,
why not?
We can do it.
It seems like a failed
All
topic.
the kids are talking about it. Come on, guys.
Worst one. What's your worst?
I think the worst one.
For the record, I like all of them. Okay, but if I had to pick my least favorite, no, that sounds bad too.
I think
least favorite is the nicest way to put it.
Yeah. I think what you're saying is
the worst good one.
I'm with you there too because I have nostalgia for the prequels. I recognize that they're not great, but I think Attack of the Clones is the worst one.
Okay.
I might go Phantom.
I could see that argument.
Yeah,
I see. I go both ways.
I don't want to argue about it.
We can argue.
It's just kind of
like I'm putting because I know people have newer appreciation for the prequels, like maybe especially after the sequels, but I still think the 3 are at the bottom.
Okay.
Matt?
I would go with the sequels. You could throw a dart at the last two.
Quite literally the opposite of what I just said.
Attack of the Clones is still bad.
Okay.
But
I think
of the sequels, the last two of the sequels are just atrocious to me. So
Rise of Skywalker would be pretty low.
I probably would go back and forth between Revenge of the Sith and Rise of Skywalker, but I think I still would put Revenge just maybe a little bit below. I don't really care for Rise either. I actually love The Last Jedi.
I do as well. That's up there for me.
Oh, Last Jedi is awful.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Guys,
Wait, you just said you don't want to argue.
It is awful. Explain to me in what capacity is Last Jedi a good movie?
I enjoyed it a lot, man. I thought
but
the
explain
story
why.
was interesting.
Okay,
I thought the characters' decisions were interesting and.
Well, they were convenient. I'll give them that. They were you just fell into a pit that had the fucking dagger that then you need to go to the planet to stand on a specific spot. And
that's
Rise of Skywalker.
That's Rise of
Skywalker. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Last Jedi, just as awful.
For a second, I was like, "What pit did they fall in?"
I was like, "Shit, do we actually not like this?"
Just as awful.
Remember this?
A fucking slow speed car chase for 2/3 of the movie. That's all it is.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're telling me there's no other ships in the entire rest of this fleet that they could hyper jump in front of this? There's fucking people.
There's a lot of conveniences. Yes.
Nothing.
I think the strongest thing about that movie is and which is weird because I think people don't like this, but everything with Luke I love in Last Jedi.
I didn't mind it.
I think it's the most interesting thing out of anything in the prequels.
Cantabite, the entire thing killed me.
I can admit that part's a little slow. That's
No,
probably
it's
my
not
least
even.
favorite part of it.
They go there to get the code breaker dude, whatever.
Justin Theroux, that's my guy.
Yeah, just happened to find Benicio del Toro that happens to be the
code
other
breaker.
person in the entire world that can do this. The entire universe that can do this. Just happened to find him. And then it would have been another thing where when he gets paid at the end, he was a plant. But they didn't even do that. That would have at least made sense to be like, oh, okay, well, then that's how he fucking got in. But no, it's just by pure happenstance. And just this is how evil the Empire. Look at the profiteers and capitalism. Space. These people are space wizards. Let's focus on the fucking space wizards, not on the tax law and the fiduciary benefits to war. I could give two fucks about that. That's my real life. I'm here for space wizardry.
Wait, so how do you feel about Andor?
I was about to say, so you don't like Andor then?
Because that.
Hold on.
That I'm perfectly fine. That's honestly the best thing Star Wars has ever done.
I agree. Yeah. Well, I love Skeleton Crew. I don't know if you saw that one with the kids.
No, I watched the first one and I was like, not my cup of tea. But
okay.
When everybody was raving about it, I was like, I get it. And people were saying that Goonies for a new generation.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like, I get it.
It's very fun. It is very funny to kind of pit like Andor and Skeleton Crew in the same universe because it's like the contrast. It's pretty crazy. It's very dark. You watch all of Andor, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Nice. Andor is just fantastic. Like for season 1 was great, and then this newest season was just like on another level.
Yeah, I agree.
I wasn't fully on board till the last 3 episodes. I thought it was good, and then they landed it so well.
Oh, season 2?
Yeah, flawless.
Okay. Yeah,
good for you guys. You had to do the setup for Rogue One that's coming.
Yeah, and it was tastefully done. Like it wasn't ham-fisted. They didn't shove in like cameos for like I love that
there were no space wizards. There was
no space. The Space Witch kind of. On the plan a little bit, but
does she have it or does she not? Who knows?
I like it.
Could be a placebo effect.
That's true.
I liked how like the start of the rebellion was just normal people.
Yes.
Kicking it off, and I don't know, I love that aspect.
Because I was very worried, even with Skeleton Crew, I was worried like, okay, who's like is Luke Skywalker going to show up? Or you know what I mean? Because that's what happened with Mandalorian. They, like season 2 kind of was just like cameo the season.
Yeah.
And they were kind of pulling in like Boba Fett comes back. And I was like, I don't care about all of this. And then I was worried with Andor. I guess I wasn't really that worried. I think I knew it was a good hand, but maybe subconsciously I was like, don't have R2 and C-3PO show up. Like they did that in Rogue One. You don't need to do that. We don't need to have Leia.
No, we're saving C-3PO for Ahsoka just for no fucking reason.
Oh sure, yeah, yeah. That's probably
just standing there on the side and be like, and he's done.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
I do like the Ahsoka show too. I did like that first season.
I hate that show.
I never watched it.
Oh, I watched the Rebels
It's
show.
awful. Save yourself the time. It's awful.
I've never heard someone say like, "Oh, it's amazing." It's always just like
Cody,
either
it's
awful or
amazing.
good enough.
It's
So I'm
pretty.
like, eh.
I thought I liked it. Ray Stevenson, right, who passed away.
Yes.
I think. Yeah,
Yes.
he's phenomenal. He's incredible. In
Yeah,
the
but
show.
at the same time, it gets to the end and you're like, still no fucking clue who the hell you are,
Oh,
what
sure.
you're doing, what your point is, your
Yeah.
motivation. I got nothing
yeah,
between
yeah.
the two of them, and you're the most interesting thing on here.
That was an interesting show too because it's like I guess if you didn't watch Rebels, you could get along fine, but if you watch it, it's really for like people that watch that cartoon.
Yeah, I
show.
didn't watch
Yeah.
Rebels, so
like, cause yeah, like half the characters from that show from the Rebel show is in Ahsoka. So I don't know, anyway. But regardless, Andor is great. It was a great ending, great tie-in. I
just
like
thought that-
balled my eyes off in the
Yeah.
very last scene. I was like, "You fuckers, you got me."
with the reveal.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I'm. I don't know if I don't want to spoil it, but I just thought.
I like you miming that. That was it.
Yeah, it was pretty.
it was good.
Spoiler-ish.
That was good. Yeah.
But I was like, oh, don't have some like old person come up. What's his name?
Yeah.
And it's like Cassian. Oh no, or just
Cassian
no. It
Skywalker.
would have just been Andor. Like not
Yeah,
even his
yeah.
first name.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They just held on the shot and ended it. Beautiful.
I just love the writing and the characters. Like what's the fucking Imperial guy? Cyril.
Cyril or Kyril.
the
Yeah.
older guy.
Yeah.
The
Deidre's like
yes.
Yeah.
boyfriend guy.
Yes.
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
whole arc was just so damn good.
Yeah.
And
Who
then-
are you? Like, oh, it's great.
Yeah. And then the Skarsgards. What the fuck's his name? Not Alexander Skarsgård.
Luthen.
Yeah, no, but what's his fucking actual name?
I
Oh,
never
oh,
can remember.
It's
Stellan.
not Bill.
That's
it's Stellan.
Stellan.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Jesus. I'm getting bad at this, guys.
Amber loves
He
the
was great.
Skarsgards. That's all I'll
Who
say.
doesn't?
I mean,
We should rank Skarsgards.
Don't get it mixed.
Who's your least favorite Skarsgård?
Don't get it mixed up with Sarsgaard. There's an
Yeah.
actor.
Oh, yeah, there's
Peter
that's different.
Sarsgaard's an honorable
There's a
mention.
Sarsgaard and
You
a
know.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Those are Pokemon
Well,
as
there's
well.
4 Skarsgards that I know of.
There's Alexander, Stellan,
Bill.
Bill.
And then the brother that was on Vikings, and he's done some other stuff.
Oh, that one wasn't.
There's a fourth
Oh,
Skarsgård.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that. We need a movie where it's the Skarsgards
Okay.
versus the Hemsworths.
I was about to say, yeah.
or the Evans.
Well, there's only
How-
3 Hemsworths, but one of those is basically 2 people. So
Yeah.
It's true.
How can we pit these two groups against each other in like the best way? Like a dodgeball game or like a
Ooh, yeah.
tug of war?
No, just like an what's the American Ninja Warriors? Just
Ooh,
do
that's
that.
good too.
Just
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
competition. I don't know
Yeah.
how Bill will
Throw him in
fare or
Wipeout.
Stellan. yeah, put him in Wipeout. You'll do it for charity.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Skarsgards
Yeah.
versus the Hemsworths.
watch
Yeah.
Stellan just
Yeah.
blow out his hip. Oh, that doesn't look good.
He can moderate it. He'd be like,
Yeah.
my game.
Is that my dude? Is that your Stellan
Yeah,
Skarsgård
that's-
impression?
That was his.
Or is that the
What's
claw
wrong?
from Inspector Gadget?
I thought that was fucking Megatron there. For
Yeah,
a
I don't
second.
know.
That's closer.
I
That's
can't.
closer.
I can't do the deep like my dude. I guess that's a little bit better.
That's close. That's closer.
Whatever sacrificed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good lord, man.
For a sunrise I'll never see.
I gotta get your throat checked out, man.
Great voices, that Skarsgård. Better voices than the Hemsworths. I will give him that.
Okay.
Even Bill too.
Hold on now. Chris did a Transformer.
Oh, he did. He was.
He was
was he in-
Optimus, wasn't he?
Optimus.
Yeah, Transformers
right.
1.
Was that
Yes.
any good? I never.
I heard
saw
it was actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I heard
Do I
it's
need
good
to have
stuff.
watched Rebels before watching that? Or
No,
was
you
it
need to
good
read a
there?
book before you go watch Transformers
course.
1. You got to read Transformers 0.
Okay.
And then you go
That
into
is not
it.
a thing. Don't
No,
tell me that's a thing.
I-
I was gonna lose. it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know for a fact.
Yeah, probably a graphic novel. or
Yeah,
something like that.
sure. Why
Got
not?
it. Got it.
All that to say, Andor's great. But also, what I thought was funny because did you pop in Rogue One after the season finished?
No, I happened to watch it not too long ago.
Okay.
So
I
it's
watched
still
it.
fresh.
Watched it 2 days ago.
Yeah, I watched it
fucking
like
great.
right after I finished the show, and it's like very seamless on how they tie stuff
yeah.
together. It's real. Like even God, his buddy that he was in prison with, I didn't even like remember that was him.
That he
from
was in the
Rogue
movie.
One.
Yeah,
and then when
yeah.
he shows up at the end, I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Like that's just tiny little details, and it's not, and that's not like that's such a minor character where it's not like your favorite character, you know, it's Leia in the background. No, it's Milchek. I forget what his name. It's not Milchek from Severance, but it's like it's something. It's Melchi. I was close.
That'd be quite the turn.
There we go. Yeah. But after I finished Rogue One, I went into naturally A New Hope, Star Wars.
Okay.
And it is very funny to go from Andor to Rogue One to A New Hope, because Andor is very serious. Rogue One, serious, but it gets pretty goofy.
Well,
towards the end.
K2SO's got his
Mm-hmm. He's the comic relief, and then you go to A New Hope, made in the 70s. It's Star Wars. It's great, but like when you put it in context with like Andor and all the characters did in the show Andor and how much they suffered. And then Han and Luke are fucking around in the Death Star. It's just funny. Yeah. It's hilarious. I think it's so hilarious. And they get the medals in the end. It's like,
the tones are so different.
Yeah. And obviously, it's fine. They can all exist in the same universe. They can be totally different.
We can fix this in one simple way. We just remake Star Wars.
No, I was thinking.
Can you imagine?
Inevitably, that is coming. Inevitably.
I was thinking re-editing Star Wars just without all that shitty John Williams music.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I know you were sarcastic there, but you delivered that way too convincingly.
I'm saying that.
What the hell happened with you and John?
Because obviously John Williams' score is like the greatest score of all time. But that's what makes it so adventurous. That's what makes that movie.
There's nothing haunting about it.
No, you take that. Put Ludwig Göransson in I don't know who did the Andor score. He didn't. But put the Andor score in A New Hope and make it a little bit darker and serious.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
have you guys seen that Topher Grace cut of the prequels?
No, I never.
Just heard the legend.
Yeah, I know he did like all three of them, right?
Yeah, but he cut it down to like 2 hours. Took all 3 movies and then cut it down to just one single movie.
Okay.
Those that I've heard that have seen it say it's excellent.
Okay. Shout out Topher.
Never seen it. Don't know anybody that has firsthand.
He used that shitty John Williams score. He'd make his own score.
Turns out all we had to do was just get rid of this shit, this hack. Cut out his music.
That wonderful John Williams. Oh man, do you watch the documentary? It's on Disney Plus of John Williams. Oh, it's beautiful. Love that man.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I said shitty, and I don't mean that.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Pretty sure everybody knows that you don't mean it.
I don't know if there's a single person out there who has a vendetta against John Williams.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Towards.
Do you think John Williams is overrated? The greatest composer of all time.
Look,
you got shit to say
somebody
about John
out there
Williams?
does.
Probably.
Yeah. Inevitably. Look, somebody thought Mother Teresa was an asshole.
Okay.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
You're going to have at least one out there. So somebody thinks John Williams is wildly overrated, but 99.9% of the rest of us disagree.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite John Williams score?
No.
Ooh. Denied.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay. Typical.
Matt didn't even want to entertain your question.
No.
There's so many good ones that I just don't. I don't know. It's like saying, "Oh, who's your favorite band?" It's like, what mood am I in?
Okay.
Who is your favorite band? What mood are you in right now?
Today I was listening to Radiohead all day.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
But who knows where I'll be tomorrow?
Okay. Where were you yesterday?
I do not know. Yesterday I listened to podcasts all day. So
let's rank your podcast.
Go to podcast.
I sure hope the Wanger shows up there.
Waiting for it.
It's all sports and history, guys. So that's all I listen to podcast-wise.
Okay. All right. Is it sports histories or just like a history?
No,
in
sports history. 2 separate things.
Okay.
I don't believe I've ever heard a history podcast that covered any aspect of sports. I'm sure one exists.
I would think. No.
Well, I mean, how would you merge? Would you think like a 30 for 30 style thing would fit
maybe
under that, or like how would a history sports podcast work anyway?
Depends. You could do like the German Olympics. So then the story of various athletes versus the Nazi regime or something like that.
That's interesting. Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Okay,
but I haven't heard that. I'm sure it exists, but I have not heard that.
And we might be sitting on something here.
Yeah,
I mean, because like you think about what niche podcasts are out there, and everything probably exists.
Yeah.
But does this
sports history? Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Has,
all right.
Yeah.
But this one that we're coming of the German in the Olympics.
You want a whole podcast just about the German Olympics?
Did someone come on?
Like a mini series about that?
Oh man, hey.
Do you want to do 400 episodes?
Podcast?
About the German Olympics, is what I'm saying.
You do like 4 episodes, and that's that.
Sure.
And then you move on. You do another subject. That's what I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got to be.
I think that's what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
We're gonna change this show into that.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do now.
Live every Monday. Let's
Yeah.
talk
Every
about
Monday.
The German Olympics.
It's a lot of research. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shitload of research.
Yeah. I did I like to watch the occasional. I haven't listened to any like history podcasts, but I like the occasional docuseries that pops up on Netflix. I like all the World War II, World War I deep dives that they go on. Ken was just texting me about the Vietnam one. I think it was what's like.
You guys just talk about Nam together.
We always talk about 9/11 documentaries because there's so many of them.
Okay.
What was it called? It was
Turning
Point.
Loose Change fan? Is that what it is?
And I've seen it, but it's not my I don't care. That one's fine. I like I forget the one. Like I hate to say it's my favorite one, but one of the first ones that I saw that really opened my eyes to it was like the two French brothers that were there. He has like one of the only two footage of the first plane hitting the tower. And it was him and his brother, French filmmakers, doing a documentary on firefighters. And they just so happened to be doing it. I think they started like a month before 9/11 happened, and then 9/11 happened, and that's just all it became.
Yeah.
And it's and it's wild. You follow the whole journey of the whole ladder. They actually did a 10-year follow-up on the 10-year or maybe even the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 with all the same firefighters and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah. So check it out.
Do you want to rank your 9/11 documentaries?
Cody? I might have.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
There might be enough of them to do that, but I just can't think of it at the top of my head.
Okay.
But Turning Point is a series on Netflix that covers a bunch. I think they've done 9/11, and then what's it called? Ken was telling me about Vietnam. So they go through like the entire, not just like the war itself. They'll go what led up to that point. They've done Cold War as well, like really interesting stuff. So
I will have to check it out.
Yeah, Turning Point.
Perhaps.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's also Loose Change. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. For all you 9/11 conspiracy theorists.
Or Zeitgeist. That was the other one. That was the other like conspiracy theory on 9/11.
I'm sure there's so many.
Yeah. The conspiracy theories, I don't care about that one too much. That's a little like talk about the moon landing. That's fun. JFK assassination, maybe, sure, but 9/11, I don't care about that.
A buddy of mine's a college professor, and he doesn't feel like we landed on the moon. It's so weird because you can talk to him about all kinds of crazy, interesting things, and then you get the moon landing. He's like, "Yeah, we never went." Like, I don't know if you should be shaping the next generation of minds. If that's
the closest I think I would ever get is maybe we didn't get to the moon when we said we did. That's the closest I would even get to flirting with that idea.
I don't know. It's just we can't get our mail on time. So you're telling me we can get tens of thousands of government employees to lie?
Yeah, it's true.
Simultaneously? That's where it falls apart. I'm just like, no.
Well, the insurrection of January 6th was a big lie.
Wow, there's all kinds of, Well, we got much better about it. But 60 years ago is a different story.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Very, very true. Yeah. Well, speaking of truth, sports. I don't know. When to get out of it.
We can get back to the Angels-Dodgers series. Once again,
we
guys,
don't have
they
to talk
outscored
about
them
it.
25-13, I think, this weekend. It was incredible. Now, you may be saying, the Dodgers still the best team in the league. Angels, super far away from the playoffs.
You changed the subject to this, and we're instantly disgusted by him talking about the subject that you brought up.
I know.
Like, just disappointed.
This was your doing.
Yeah.
I wanted you to, I was going to set this up to talk about basketball.
I was setting them up to talk about this Dodgers series. Come on, guys.
I would imagine they're more intrigued by baseball, considering they're fans of this show.
Come on now.
One of the two of you.
I think they're pretty big basketball fans, too, though. Am I wrong?
Yeah, our sports Discord channel is popping with playoff basketball.
I tune in once in a while. I see. I was like, I know some of those names.
Man, if we had a sports a thread for sports on ours, it'd be crickets. The fucking crickets. That's the thing I found, doing top 10 over the years and whatnot, and settle the score. Sports and movies, boy, that doesn't overlap all that much, which is weird because in our world. I don't think of you as much of a sports guy.
Not as much. No, not anymore.
You would think correctly with him.
But at the same time, amongst us in this space, I know tons of huge sports guys.
Yeah.
So you would think that would translate out, and it does not in the slightest.
Okay. Cody, how do you feel about that?
Remember Collider Sports? We tried.
I was
tried for a long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
longer than we should have. we tried.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, you were host of that too, right? Or were you a co-host? Was it you and Makuga?
He was on the show. Every week,
technically,
right?
I guess co-host.
Oh, you did.
And then I did the basketball show.
One. That's what I'm
thinking
of.
Yeah,
that's right.
Of course. Yeah.
And then I continued doing that once Collider basically shut down.
Yeah.
Just on my own. I don't anymore because it just got to the point where, like, man, I can't devote as much time as I need to.
Sure. There's too many dimes being dropped.
Wow.
I can't keep track of this. Yeah.
I did it for a couple of years, and then you get to the playoffs, and I'm watching basketball, but
it feels like work.
Well, dude, I don't mind. I'll watch it, but the work aspect of it is I would take notes as the game is going along, so then I can look back at it and watch the ebb and flow of, oh, okay, here this happened, and then I'm trying to guess, like, okay, this is going and whatnot, and that got to be work, where it's just like, fuck, I have 15 pages of notes here, and I got to go back through it and whittle it down, and then do the show tomorrow.
Yeah, that's like the biggest difference as opposed to like doing like a movie show where like, yeah, you could do that for movies. People take notes in the theaters all the time, but you just be like, oh, that moment was great. Yeah. As opposed to, keeping track of of how many points somebody scored in a game or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or what led to the pivotal play or whatever the case is, or what their trends have been over the past 5 to 10 games, or how they play in these areas, or
I think we technically could do a sports podcast, but in terms of movie and keep stats of an actor. Like, here, dramatically, Adam Sandler hasn't always done the best stuff, but recently, if you watch Uncut Gems, I could see a little bit of that there. He scored a couple points for me there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, his analytics are off the charts right now with his dramatic
He's got 2 Golden
selection.
Globes, 1 Oscar, It's a stretch, but...
Yeah, I think the analytics would be like, oh, I would love to see the total of how much Tom Cruise runs in a movie and what that means for box office. Yeah. So if he runs more, does that translate into higher box office and whatnot? So you figure out like a meter.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And just like, oh, he ran 372 meters in this film. So that, historically is translated to this kind of box office.
Mission Impossible 3 must have done gangbusters because there's like a whole 2-minute running scene in that one. Yeah. So
I don't remember.
My favorite part of that scene is, if I recall correctly, like it goes for like a minute and a half, and then the song takes like a breath. It's like a and then it like runs again. And he's still going, and it's like
the song had to catch up to Tom Cruise in all of his glory.
Man.
Well, you know what, Matt? As we're talking about sports, I do think there's a bit of a correlation between sports and movies.
Sure.
There have been a lot of sports movies out there.
Sure.
And with that comes a lot of fictional teams, from basketball to baseball to even hockey. Hey, even rollerblading. So, Matt, got a little game for you here.
Okay.
I've got a huge list of fictional sports teams. I'm going to give you the sports team. You got to give us the movie.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
Where do you think we were going with that?
Immediately
I didn't know.
dismissive
I
of
did
the
not know.
Concept.
Okay. So we have way too many here, Cody. We can go back and forth, but
sure.
Let's see. Let's start off with something. I don't know what would be light here. We have a lot. We'll give you like maybe 10. How about that?
Sure.
I really hope you say the Cleveland Indians.
So we didn't include actual team. I was thinking of like Major League.
There's one here we got.
There's one in there.
There's one that's real. I'll delete it.
Like I was a League of Their Own. I think they were like a real team too.
They were a real team. That was a real league.
Okay, so let's
Rockford Peaches.
Yes, there you go. That is not on the list, but let's go with. I'll give you the team name, the state or city, and then if you need it, we could tell you the sport, and we can tell you the year as well. So.
Why don't we do team name first before you give me city and all the rest of that?
Okay,
got it.
See if it's possible to get it from there.
All right, let's do team name. Let's do this one. Sentinels.
Oh, Justice. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting when I said, let's take the city out of it. Yeah, because
I don't know. I don't even know if the
Sentinel. Yeah, I got nothing on just about basically.
2000s movie, football, Washington Sentinels.
Replacements?
Yeah, there you go. See,
I wouldn't have been able to tell you that for $1 billion.
All right,
you like that movie?
I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember liking it when I saw it.
Okay,
which I didn't see in the theater. I saw it when it was on.
Oh, sure.
HBO or one of those eventually.
Okay, all right. I like it's fun.
How about the New York Knights?
Oh, that's is that Any Given Sunday?
It is not.
Oh shit! Hold on.
This movie, should we tell him the year? We can wait.
Let him go.
Yeah, okay,
let him go.
Okay. He's.
Oh no, New York. No, I don't know. I was thinking something else, but it's not that.
I believe it's The Natural. In 1984.
1984.
Yeah.
He's not much of a baseball guy.
Okay.
I mean,
do the top one then, Christian.
Okay. How about the L.A. Knights?
Couldn't get the New York Knights. What about the L.A. Knights?
The L.A. Knights.
2002, this movie came out.
LA Knights.
I'll give another clue. It's fucking basketball. I really want you to get this one, but I doubt you've seen this.
No, fucking Coach Carter, but that was high school.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one.
It's a
Dang.
good movie.
This is Like Mike.
You've seen Like
Oh,
Mike,
fuck,
huh?
I have not seen Like Mike.
I have not. Come on.
You guys have seen Like Mike?
Oh,
Yeah.
make me like Mike. I love Like
that
Mike.
shit.
Just
That's
big
it.
Bow Wow fans?
Big Bow Wow, Jonathan Lipnicki,
Of course.
I think is in it, and then
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
Who is Jesse from Breaking Bad? What's his name?
Inman just worked with Morris Chestnut. Jason
That's
Inman.
right. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
works
on the
on that show, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. See,
Yeah,
it's
we
coming
had
around.
lunch. He said he was the nicest guy you'll ever.
Did Jason
Really?
bring up Like Mike?
You know what?
That would have been my first
We'll
question.
probably have lunch again
Yeah.
in the very near future. I will ask him.
We gotta have
Let
Jason
him
back
know
on.
we
It's
have a question.
We'll have
there's
Jason
a chance they get a season
Yeah.
2. If that's the case, he'll be back and they
Yeah.
can just pepper Morris.
and get a little Bow Wow cameo. I think he's just Bow Wow now, right? I don't know, or maybe
He's,
he's just Bow.
not so little anymore.
Oh, no.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, he's been just Bow Wow for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
old Bow Wow.
All right.
You
Good.
go.
Me? Okay. How about? I'll give you an easy one. Global Gym Purple Cobras.
Oh, dodgeball.
Yeah, there we go.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
he's back. He's back.
The Flint Tropics.
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
How about the Toon Squad?
Do you want the new one or you want the old
Yeah.
one?
Were they the Toon Squad in the new one?
I don't know. I didn't
Oh,
see it.
okay. But you,
The first one's
Yeah.
not good. It's really not.
Man, we've had a great time here. 30 minutes or so into
Listen,
the show.
you're
I will
talking
not
to
take
a
any
Bulls
fucking
and
Space
Jordan
Jam
diehard.
slander.
And it is
still didn't do it for
still
us.
not a
Come
good
on.
movie.
Come on.
Charles Barkley's greatest acting performance.
Oh. Like Bill Murray's acting circles around him, and you can tell he does not
Oh
want to
yeah,
be
he
there.
did not care. He's like,
No.
just point me in the right direction. All right, you know that one. How about here? This might be a tricky one. Hickory High Huskers.
Hoosiers.
Okay.
Wow,
All right.
that was as
All right,
fast
that's
as
very
yeah.
quick.
Well, Hickory.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the Milwaukee Beers. The Milwaukee Beers.
Is that basketball?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hell
You're
yeah.
getting the hang
Chug.
of this. You're
Chug.
getting the hang of this, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Quality movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. He's back. He's back. Fucking love basketball. Cucumbas. Is that how I say it right? Cucumbas?
yeah.
Cucumbas. 2001.
Great movie, man.
Yes.
I love that all of these are like 2001, 2002, right when you guys were 12 years old.
Literally, these are all like either
Formative movie
mid
of our
90s, early
childhood.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
It's a baseball movie, and an actor who stars in this was in another one of these movies mentioned earlier.
Keanu Reeves. Gotta give him something here.
Oh, is that the one where he's the coach of the inner city kids?
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
I've never seen it.
Hardball.
G baby.
I've
Rest
never
in
seen
peace.
it.
Okay.
All right.
I've heard actually good things.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I like
But at
it.
the same time, people said that about Coach Carter, and I saw that as an adult, and they're like, no.
I watched that pretty recently, and it wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not that.
Great. Not great.
I can understand why if you were a kid and saw it.
Sure. Yeah.
But as an adult, you're like, yeah.
How about the South Central Louisiana State Mud Dogs?
Mud Dogs football.
I was at Waterboy.
Yeah.
Was that Stellan Skarsgård doing the
Mud Dogs football. My dude. All right. How about? This might be a tricky one. The Charleston Chiefs.
Charleston Chiefs.
If we say the sport, I think it'll be a giveaway because it's
There's not a ton of movies about the sport. There are some notable ones.
1977.
I'll just say Slapshot.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey.
Yep. Damn, he's getting them. He's got it. Okay.
All right,
Wouldn't have been able
okay,
to pull that
okay.
otherwise.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's solid. It's solid.
Okay.
All right. Los Angeles Diablos.
Okay.
That one I'll say is Any Given Sunday.
No.
That.
Never mind. I got to put myself in 10-year-old
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
What do you-
CNC's
You're not
heads.
wrong.
What
Okay.
would your parents have allowed you to watch?
Actually, this one might have been iffy if we were able to see it. It's not a sports movie either.
No. There's a sports segment.
Oh, is this Last Boy Scout?
Ooh,
Oh,
no.
no.
No, it's a
Come on.
It's a comedy.
Uh-huh.
The year 2000.
Brendan Fraser.
Get there, Matt. get there.
We always go out there and give it.
Bedazzled?
Yes!
The remake.
Diablo's #1.
We always give it 110%.
I think we played pretty good in that.
Oh, come on!
Oh God, great film.
All right. We got a few more.
Okay.
I really don't think you're gonna get those ones. All right, the Miami Sharks.
Any given time.
Yeah, that one's there. You go.
Yeah.
The Buzz.
This one's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah.
As if Bedazzled wasn't
This-
one vignette. It is a fucking 3 minutes little snippet, not even.
Okay, this is a sequel to a movie that we talked about earlier that is not part of the game.
Yeah.
Boy, that narrows it down.
We're terrible.
As I was giving the clue, I'm like, this doesn't help at all.
No.
What clues can we give them that are just the worst clues ever?
Yeah, because we talked about Star Wars. That doesn't apply.
Yeah. What sports team? The Buzz.
The Buzz.
The Buzz.
This is 98 baseball.
Well, I mean, we talked about Major League.
Yeah. So it's
So what? Oh, Major League 3?
Yeah, back to the minors.
He's back. He's back. He's crushing it.
Dude,
All
I
right.
haven't seen that movie in so long.
I know for a fact you're not going to get this one, but I just want to say it out loud. Super duper skateboards.
What? Hold
Super
on.
duper skateboards?
Yeah.
Maybe he's seen this movie.
2003. Shocker.
Exactly. Oh, that's a year later than your guys' wheelhouse.
We're a little bit older.
That's
Also,
exactly a
shocker,
little-
skateboard movie.
If I had a Ninja Turtles movie of some kind, but there's no way. That was much younger.
I don't know if you maybe you
Earlier.
haven't seen this or not.
It's a bummer.
I would doubt it.
Features Bam Margera.
No clue.
Okay. Grind.
No.
Never seen it.
Grind.
Never even heard of it.
Adam Brody.
Okay. Adam Brody. Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think he'll get that one.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
that
ever
one.
seen Prayer for the Roller Boys?
No.
Oh, it's awful.
Man.
So awful, but it's pretty fantastic.
70s, 80s.
80s, I would say like 87, something like that.
Is that like the original Rollerball, and then they did the Rollerball movie?
No. This is Corey Haim.
Oh, one of the Corys.
You can tell he's doing drugs.
Oh.
But the movie is this dystopian future where there's this gang of roller boys that deal drugs, and basically they run the city of Los Angeles.
I like the plot.
It's fucking. They all wear trench coats. They do these big dramatic shots of them rollerblading in unison
Hell
together
yeah.
with fucking trench coats flying behind them.
Rollerblades are just probably in. Did the Warriors come out around that time?
Honestly,
maybe?
it's on par with that.
Okay. All right. It
Except
sounds pretty
that's a better
familiar.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Warriors. Guilty pleasure.
But there's one guy in it. He's been in a million things since, and he's acting circles around everybody in it. And you're like, you should have made him the star.
Yeah. Okay.
And he has a smaller part, but he has consistently worked the next 30 years.
Okay. All right. Daniel Savoy says great soundtrack for Grind. By
It
the
was
way.
great.
You should look that up.
I
Unwritten
should.
Law.
I saw Daniel Savoy and I immediately thought, is that Devin Sawa in the chat? But it's not.
One could hope.
All right.
Yeah, any pop punk, I am out.
All right, Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
speaking-
I know.
Speaking
we've
of-
already ruffled some feathers with the Space Jam talk. I don't want to lose it with Pop.
Well, let's get.
Come on now.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
that song wasn't in Grind, but I think a
It was
Blink
not.
song was in it. Maybe.
Of
Speaking
course, a Blink song was in it.
Was that Blink? I don't know.
I don't think so. How about the Mean Machine?
Boy, that feels like.
Oh, I thought this was one of the. easier
Isn't
ones.
it?
Yeah.
This movie was remade.
Around the time we were kids.
2005 remake.
So Bad News Bears.
well,
Same
Actually,
year.
that would probably have been.
that
is
was
the same year?
2005.
Yeah, the remake was. Yeah.
Yeah. So same year as this one.
I
Yeah.
was thinking like 2007 or 8.
I have seen this original film too, and I kind of prefer it.
No clue. What
The
do you
Longest Yard.
got? Yeah.
I like the original one. I like the new one too. It's fun.
What about the Gotham Rogues? Come on, Matt. Gotham Rogues.
Boy, that narrows it down.
Come on.
Maybe just a couple.
I'm assuming it's Rises.
Yeah.
There we go.
Featuring a bunch of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they in it?
Heinz
I mean-
Ward has this like Euro shot where he's returning a.
Oh, yeah,
kick.
yeah, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
exploding behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
more.
Two more. You're definitely not going to get these, but I just really want to say them out
What if
loud.
he has? What if he has seen
I
these?
don't
and
think
he's
he
gonna
has.
Get, okay.
Are you-
Believe.
All right. Team Pup and Sups. 1998.
So there's an animated kids movie that you grew up on.
Nope.
No.
This is another rollerblading movie, and it's a Disney Channel original movie.
Never.
You're not a big fan, huh?
Never
Damn.
seen Brink?
Never heard of it. Never heard of
You're not a big Eric Von Detten fan?
Don't even know who that is. I have to see a picture.
You might. No.
Okay.
I don't think he
Last
was in-
Last one, Matt. Here we go. Art Henderson Racing.
That's Eric Von Detten. He's a sweetheart back in the day. He was in
Looks vaguely familiar.
Princess Diaries. That's like the biggest thing.
I
he
never
was
saw.
in.
I've seen clips, but I've never seen it.
Art Henderson Racing.
Art Henderson Racing.
It's another decom, by the way. That's a Disney Channel original movie.
Okay, well then I'm out. Guys,
It's a motorcycle. Excuse me, a dirt bike movie.
I'm out.
This is a motocrossed.
Motocrossed. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
No, you haven't seen it.
Well, Matt, we gave you like 40 different themes.
I just wanted to end it on motocross, but yeah, I think you did pretty well.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah, well, why don't you guys get out of when you were being 12 years old and watching these movies that were
What did we miss?
Parental approved.
I feel like we got a lot of the
There's a
obvious
lot
ones.
of them.
Rises was the most recent, but everything else
true.
was 98 to 2000.
It was in that wheelhouse.
Sure.
I was trying to, I figured you would know Hoosiers. Slapshot, maybe. I was trying to go somewhat like classic, but then like a lot of those teams, like Angels in the Outfield, yeah.
I love it. I tried to go somewhat classic.
Angels in the Outfield.
To my childhood.
Hey.
But once again, I still have clothing older than both of
Field
you.
of Dreams. Did they have a team name? The Ghost Team or something?
Well,
They
they
were
were
just the White Sox.
The White
It
Sox.
was the White
Yeah.
Sox. Okay, so
That's a real team, then.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah, but there's 60 years of sports movies.
What's Brian's song? Did they use?
That's the Bears.
It is so it's a real team. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Trying to think of like some classics. What's the one where he goes to heaven? All About Heaven?
You talking about Warren Beatty?
Yeah. What's that one?
And he comes back as the football player. Is that Can't? It's not Can't Hardly Wait.
That's a wild sports movie.
What Disney Channel original movie?
No, this is like a.
You sure this is?
No, it's like
Okay.
he gets reincarnated as a football player or something along those lines. He has to come back and right the wrongs, but
Yeah.
basically try and
It's like the.
Heaven Can Wait.
Heaven Can Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Can Wait.
Yeah, that's
Down
it.
to Earth with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
It's
hold on.
roughly the same.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same premise.
Kind of, yeah.
My favorite line, and that's Down to Earth with Chris Rock, right?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
When they reunite and he realizes that that's Chris Rock in like the white guy's body.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, what's heaven like? He's like, I don't know, but the devil's got some good weed.
Yeah.
Because he's been to hell. No.
Yeah.
No, that was great. Yeah.
Good job. Give you a little applause. Give you applause there. That was
So
good.
we can stump him, and we stumped him with them decoms.
See, now you act like the presets were so hard, but I've only seen you use the one. So how many other
Yeah.
presets do you have?
We have quite a bit,
quite a
actually. There's
few.
like 3 pages of this.
Oh, so you can toggle through?
It's tough to find ones that like apply. Like not often are you going to find one where you can do this. Oh, wait, not that one. This one. Like when are we going to do record scratch or like crickets? Well, I guess that one's
You can
kinda
probably play
good.
that a lot for any time I do a joke.
Chimes, you know.
If we had like an engineer, and like I've always wanted like a show where we had like multiple cameras and an engineer that we could be like, oh, throw this up, kind of doing all the computer stuff. If we had someone like that, sound bites would be going like crazy, off the wall sound bites, Okay. But instead, it's just Cody. Oh.
What button do I need to hit? Oh, god damn it.
And it's a guessing game. We can never memorize that fucking board.
Trust me, had we been able to do top 10 longer collider, I kept thinking up stuff and then foolishly asking people, hey, do you care if I do this?
Should have just done it. Yeah.
Just done it.
Should have, just asked for forgiveness, not permission.
How many of the episodes did you actually do with the snare? Did you ever get to do it?
No, we never got to do
Never
it.
got to do it.
We did the one that me and Adam were on.
Yeah, but that was off of
That was
video.
after. Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's correct.
Damn shame.
Do you...
You still have the snare?
No, I eventually sold it.
Okay. All right.
I got rid of it eventually.
Hey, the tariffs are coming in, so you gotta get them out. People, yeah.
That was a fun episode of Top Tanks. We did Harrison Ford movies, but me and Adam both forgot to put The Fugitive in there. So we get to the end, and like Matt and Roker are like yelling at us for forgetting about The Fugitive, and I was like trying to justify it. I'm like, well, maybe it's just not one of his 10 best movies.
But you
like,
did.
realizing totally forgot it. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Okay.
And then we had to like put it in there.
Did you put what's the one with Josh Hartnett?
40 Days and 40 Nights?
No.
Hollywood Homicide.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Did you put that one in there?
No.
Okay.
No, I put 42 in there for
I
some reason.
pretty sure it came
Yeah.
out in like 2004. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah.
You probably put 42 because that movie probably came out that same year.
It was fairly recent.
Fairly
at that
recent.
Point.
'Cause
Yeah.
that was like
2012. I want
13
to say that
maybe?
movie came
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
No, you.
I was going to pivot away for a second.
Go pivot.
Speaking of top 10, did that for a while. Have you been doing Settle the Score for as long as you did top 10?
No, we did top
No?
10 for
I feel like you're close, no?
No, we're like halfway.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm wrong.
We did. I mean, we took a break at one point, but we did top 10 for 8 years.
Oh, damn.
And you were doing that before Collider too, right? Top
yeah,
10?
we'd done it for a couple of years before we started doing it at Collider. And but yeah, no, to settle the scores. We're at 4 years.
So
200 something episodes now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
15.
hell yeah.
Something like that.
Remember 215? Shit.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
No. It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder of a show. To
Listen,
put
I would
together.
have you guys on more often, but with one half of Settle the Score being 8 hours time
Oh,
difference,
sure. Yeah.
trying to line up with all schedules sometimes is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a fun show, though. It's very unique, and there's not a lot. I mean, I don't know if there is a lot, but I haven't seen a whole lot of music-related kind of trivia.
I've never seen one.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, like this, it's like movie based. I've never seen one, and I have looked.
Especially when someone's actually playing the music. That's like
Yeah,
that's
100%.
like the charm.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of the quiz things you can find on YouTube where somebody just put together
Oh yeah.
just the most recognizable scores.
Yeah.
And then, whatever. Those things rack up millions of views, which is crazy because we get dinged for copyright pretty consistently.
I was wondering about that. Even if it's a cover, they still ding you, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically, we would have to pay for a license if we want to monetize the channel. Yeah, which
Can't even get the channel monitor. That's
You ever thought about? I don't know how. I'm trying to think. Like, have you ever thought about Twitch? But I don't know if Twitch would take it down immediately or afterwards. If it would take it down and then you can put it up on YouTube or something. Oh, you don't do it live though, huh?
no, we
No.
don't, just because it's rare if there's ever any kind of edit. We've only had to edit like once or twice for various like random things. We did a Teams game once, and it was the first time we'd ever done Teams game where it was 4 people separated across the globe.
Oh, sure.
But we paired them into teams and then trying to figure out how they're going to interact. And we thought we knew what we were doing before and ended up like, So we ironed it out kind of on the show and had to go back in and just cut out that like 8 minutes.
Sure.
And then we had a technical glitch once.
Fun. That's always fun.
There was
Yeah.
there was the time too when I think we were playing and you lost, and then you went on that like 10-minute like really just offensive rant.
I honestly don't even
afterward, and
remember
that was like,
ever-
we need to stop this.
Please,
I'm pretty
if you think I'm
sure-
cutting that out,
Yeah.
you do not know me.
First of all, I'm not even offended that you brought that up. I'm offended that you said that I lost.
Yeah, no. you have
I'm
one
pretty
every time
sure.
we play it, huh?
Oh, I've lost what once?
I don't know.
I love that.
I just remember
yeah.
having fun. Okay.
That's all that matters.
all I remember.
The memories that we take with us.
Yeah.
I remember laughing and having a good time.
So much fun
I
getting all
just
those
yeah.
points.
Having the 3 of you on, and I set the show up for Brian to win, and he still lost.
That's my favorite running bit.
That
Was,
was-
was how Brian just never
Just-
does well.
yeah, yeah.
Never does well.
No.
Literally got a list of
Yeah.
his favorite movies and put the music, a bunch of choices from his favorite movies.
Next time we have
He
to
lost the game.
let him start off with like, I don't know, 50 points, 100 points.
Yeah.
I kind of did that when I made a show specifically of the movies you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I just say, hey, what kind of stuff are you into to give me a ballpark?
Sure.
And then the age range, I'll sit and think and be like, oh, okay, so they would have been this age, roughly about this time. Like I ballpark people's ages. So for that very reason, all the 2000s and whatnot.
You would.
We gave you a lot of movies here today.
Next time, you know what? I could feed you some stuff. You can do a whole episode on DCOM, and I guarantee it, the kids will love it.
I better see a hardball in there. Ready for
That's not a DCOM, but yes.
I know.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if we have used any Disney Channel. The only one would have been like High School Musical. I think we've used that once.
Did you use that on Eric Striffler? That's the only one that I know who would get that in a heartbeat.
Well, the thing is, if I do something like that on the show, if I wait one so specifically for one person, then I have to wait another one for the other person to even it out.
Sure. That's
So
fair.
that way nobody feels like I've cheated them.
Right. You
'cause
could
I-
even try to cheat us, and Brian would still lose.
I did. Try to cheat the 2 of you.
He's trying. He's trying.
He is. It's just
Doing his best out
some
there.
people are just better at those types of things. It's nothing
Right.
against him.
It was late. It was probably late, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he doesn't know it. It just
Yeah.
didn't the recall on it. It's not as quick
Yeah.
as others.
I know you guys have done. You and Andy have played each other recently, right? I
Yes,
Think for 2
which he cheated at. By the
Oh,
way.
I did not know that.
He cheated
Interesting.
Did you play for him?
That was my follow-up. I was like, have you guys ever swapped where you play the music?
Well, I can't play piano.
You got to bring that snare back.
Yeah.
Every song is just
You can do
It's just the rhythm. You can't get it just with, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. For April Fools or something, you should do that. Anyway, so I guess that answers my question.
Yeah.
You would never do an episode where you played the music or anything like that.
No, there would have been a time when I would have done it.
Okay.
But I just don't play anymore.
Okay.
I grew up playing instruments.
Yeah.
Oh.
I played violin for 6-7 years. I played the trombone for a couple of years. I played the guitar for about 15 years.
Damn.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I taught myself a couple other instruments, just rudimentarily.
Okay.
But like the bass, because it's really so similar.
It's the easiest thing to learn.
Well, it's just like once you know the chord structures and all that with the guitar, then you translate over, and then I learned a few techniques to do a few things, but I didn't delve into it.
Yeah.
And then like piano,
feel like
once
if
I
you-
could figure out like, oh, okay, chord structure would be this, and I could figure out the chord structure, but I can't play it.
I feel like
It's
if you
oh, this is a G major, this is an augmented seventh, this is a this, that, the other. But yeah, I can't anymore, just because I play so infrequently. But yeah, we did play each other once.
Seems to be controversial. Okay.
Wow.
Did not-
Well, it was, and I didn't know until the very end, and I told him it's bullshit. Is he was putting his mic on mute, and then he was playing the tune with his piano so he could hear it. So then you can go, what is that song? Let me sing it to myself as I'm doing this, and be like, well, that's fucking cheating, man.
Andy, that's a little
Yeah,
spicy. I
that
don't know
is
about
cheating,
that.
especially in the last round when it's all scores and there's no.
Yeah.
I think this calls for a 30 for 30 on this whole
Yeah.
handle. I think we have
There's
a whole
our documentary.
Yeah,
There's
we have
our,
a
there's
whole
our podcast series.
breakdown on
I had
this.
a lead going into round 3, and I lost
Yeah.
the game. Although it really came down to which every one of our games, and every trivia game, you either know it or you don't.
Yeah.
And there were 2 movies in the last round where you could have played the entire score, and I wouldn't have known it. When you tell me afterwards, then I could piece it together, but it didn't matter the number of clues. Like one was North by Northwest, which I've seen one time.
Okay.
And we have used it on the show. I think it's a valid one, choice. But it's one of those of like, I never would have gotten that. So those points were just lost.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a fun game. It was close.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
had
Hey.
he not cheated,
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
would've
hey.
won.
Yeah, you got that hanging over him. So, Andy, watch
Oh,
out.
he already knows. I've called him out on our
Watch
show.
out, sir. You better
about
watch
to let
out.
that
Every episode
transgression.
since, yeah.
Everyone go to that episode and comment, "Hey, Andy." No.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Go to the comments.
Episode 200 from a few months ago.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah, let him know. Let Andy know. Fucking cheater.
That's crazy. You guys are over 200 episodes now. I remember like you first launched it.
Technically,
I
it's
don't know if
more
we
than
were-
that.
I don't know if we were one of the early ones or not, but I remember
I remember winning.
5 or 6.
No, you
don't
guys,
remember
guys
my
were in
I
the
just
first,
remember having fun. But
first
yeah,
8 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
You might have been
Yeah.
on show number 8 or something.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, but congrats on 200
Find
plus episodes. By the
Thank
way.
you.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably closer to like.
Look at that. First
You're so
try.
much better.
First fucking
Damn
try. I
it.
gotta reach over. We need an engineer. God damn it. Shit. Just tell my wife to engineer.
Yeah.
Amber,
sitting there
spend 2
miserable.
hours of your free time and do this fucking show, please.
Does she watch your show?
Sometimes she will, if she wants to fall asleep.
Okay.
She said she'll tune
Hey, a
in
view's
once.
a view, buddy.
That's
okay?
true.
When she falls out,
I
bumps
tell
up
her
that
like
watch time a
every
little bit.
screen on here, put it on. So there's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
3.
my wife, the first show she'd ever see me do was a live show of Top 10, and we've been doing it for
wow.
like 4.5 years at that point. And
Wow.
she's sitting next to my sister who flew in. I didn't know before, and she's like, "Yeah, I've never listened to the show." My sister was like, "Really?" She's like, "I don't know movies. Like,
Oh,
what am I
sure.
gonna listen to 2 guys talk about movies?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's, yeah. I never asked her because
Yeah.
I knew
Hey,
it's
do you
not
want
the
to
type
watch
of
my
stuff.
show?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just crazy. Like, oh, you never had checked in. She felt bad, but at the same time, apparently not bad enough to.
We've been doing this for 4 years. What'd she think after the live show? She's like, "Oh, that was fun." Or,
Oh yeah, she. I mean, we met at a comedy club.
Oh,
So
okay,
she'd
yeah.
see me perform and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and she loves live entertainment. So it's kind of like.
Didn't you guys do a show in London for that or something?
Yeah.
Didn't you go over? That's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, it was
Across the
crazy.
pond.
We were supposed to go
Yeah.
back, and then the pandemic hit. We had to
Oh wow.
Damn.
cancel the show and
Yeah.
lose our deposit.
Ooh.
That
Yeah.
just killed the show then. The whole show, pretty much.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Kinda.
That would have killed a lot of momentum. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, we had planned on being on the road
Whoa.
Well, not like full time,
Okay,
but
yeah.
making it a more consistent habit of
Yeah.
go out and, because the overhead is the two of us.
Sure.
So it's pretty easy
You really
to show
coulda-
up.
You really could have done that fucking snare then at a
Yeah.
live show.
The acoustics there.
Damn.
I think in that case, we bring somebody on from the audience,
Yeah.
make it more participatory.
Have a whole
Yeah.
drummer come out there and do a solo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get, a,
sure.
get a live band. Yeah.
A 2-second solo. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, yeah, no, that's still fun though. I mean, good memories that you got to go to
Yeah,
UK to
100%.
do the freaking top 10 show. That's awesome.
Yeah, got a free trip and then paid for the trip. And then from there, went and traveled some more because we're already on that side
You're
of the
over
world.
there.
Why
Hell
not?
yeah.
Yeah. Just had to tape a bunch of shows in advance, and then I was gone for like 3.5 weeks. It was great.
That's amazing. What did you ever? I'm trying to remember, like what Schmoedowns you traveled for. Did you ever get to go to any of the states?
No, I never did. I bailed.
You were out before then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Those
Basically,
are some,
once people started studying,
Yeah.
I was like, guys, I'm good.
Yeah.
I am good.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
Imagine, I can see that plane ride over just listening
yeah.
and studying.
Well, it just talking to those guys and be like, oh yeah, we got our study group at this time and we're meeting up and we go over and everybody has to do their thing, so we all quiz them and they're like, I'm not fucking doing that.
yeah. Mhm.
I show up on the day and if I know it, I know it, and if I don't, I don't.
Did your wife ever go to a Schmoedown?
No,
No.
no.
Did you ever do a live Schmoedown like in LA?
But he did. He was there for the 5 hand. The 5
Oh,
hand.
that's right. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was so annoying.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
One of the iconic.
That's
moments.
very iconic. It was a big reveal.
Well, I told Christian was like, hey, can you show up at this time? And listen, I love Christian to death.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed up. I kept doing Schmoedown way longer than I ever wanted to, just because I liked him and it was helping him, and he was doing so much for so many people. I was happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hey, rehearsal's going to be at this time. Can you show up? And I was like, sure, no problem. But it was 3 hours or something before the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, all I had to do was walk out, hit my mark, and then hold up my hand. That was the entire thing. So we finished it, and I was like, hey, man, next time, if I just have to walk out and hit a mark, I've been paid to do this professionally. You can just tell me you're going to walk out and you're going to hit that mark and then do this. I don't have any lines.
Yeah.
You're not going to interview me afterwards. I don't have to be part of the show itself.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all you need me for. I'll show up every time for you.
Yeah. I guess to give him credit, I'm sure he was well aware of that. He was probably worried about
No, he was-
the
yeah.
many
Million other
others
things,
that
yeah.
don't know that stuff.
Yeah. And I didn't bring it up on the night.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But afterwards, he was like, yeah, no, I felt bad about it. And I was like, well, not so bad that you didn't fucking ask me to waste 5 hours of my fucking life. And he laughed. And
That was probably a far drive, too. That was like in downtown, wasn't it?
I mean, it's not too, I mean,
That's not too bad for you.
from, where was that? At that point, I don't know. I was either living in Alhambra or Silver Lake.
Okay.
So one or the
yeah,
other. It's not too bad.
big.
20 minutes.
Right.
25 minutes.
Okay.
Nothing awful.
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny.
But yeah, I was like, come on, man. I just got to walk out and yeah.
What
There-
show was that? That wasn't in. Was that 2018? 19?
18. I want to say
18?
18. Yeah.
Damn, they all bleed together.
Yeah.
2019 was a very fun year because we got to travel, go to bunch of different states. There was headaches all the time.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But
That
yeah,
many moving parts.
yeah, but then like all the free time that we got stuck in Chicago one time. Like our flight was delayed. Cody and I had a whole day in Chicago. It was fun.
Yeah.
What were you in town for that? Was that one where they tied in with Celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we
there was
did
a
some
snowstorm the
Got
day
snowed
that
in.
everyone was flying out, and they just kept us. And then,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got to miss a day of work. It's pretty fun.
yeah.
Yeah. I think we flew back Spirit, but no, I'm kidding. I did fly back Spirit one time, and I was like, Mark, I love you. I will pay for my flight. I will do whatever. Never again.
Well, they obviously covered your hotel,
Yeah. Everything was covered. So it was.
so you got a nice per diem.
Oh, I don't know about
Nice enough.
I don't remember
No.
about it. I don't know
Yeah.
if we got a per
Did we?
diem. I don't know, actually.
Really?
This is
Didn't
during
get a
the-
per diem.
We were under the you work. Well, no, this was for a while. It was like you work. You're full time at Collider, so
Oh,
you don't get
right.
extra pay for Schmoedown. It was that was kind of shitty. But then
That was weird. Yeah.
when I think Harloff had left at that point,
I think
he was with Skybound
or Schmoedown had left.
or Schmoedown had left.
Yeah.
And so they were kind of separate. And so I don't know if like Fernandez was like again, he always let him use like the studio. It was always really cool, but it did take us away from that work sometimes. So I don't know if there was ever really like, you fuckers, you're taking my shit away or anything, but definitely no per diem. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I always liked Fernandez. I know a few people that had friction with him, but I was like, I don't know, the guy's always nice to me. So. Yeah, and I've only seen him be nice to other people. So.
Yeah, no, man, he was nice. You know, I mean, I've got my criticisms, but I don't hate the guy. I've got some guys I hate. You want to talk about that? Oh, I got plenty.
I know of one.
I know plenty.
Hate might be strong, but I know of one person you don't like.
Who doesn't? Am I right? I don't know if you're thinking of the main one. I don't hate. There's only for now. I think maybe like years ago, I probably hated.
I'll type out and show you who I think one is, and I'll give you one of mine.
You might be surprised. I think I might.
This is a fun game. Let's just share names together
Yeah.
and not say them out loud.
Not for the. I can't do it.
You're not getting the names. There's definitely one that I will say I absolutely hate. Like I think is a terrible person.
Oh, was not expecting that one. Actually, let's make sure the reflections didn't catch that.
I will say I'm not a fan. Hate is a bit much.
I don't think hate applies to anybody from that
No.
time.
Yeah, hate strong.
Want to clarify.
This is my can't stand.
Okay.
Drove me nuts. Had limited interaction with. Hope to never interact with again.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Awful.
We have
awful human being.
Stories.
We
have a story.
have a story that we will tell you afterwards.
Yeah. Awful. Yeah. I wish it is shitty to do. Is that the camera? It is shitty to do that, and I apologize.
Oh no.
Terrible human being.
Not great.
No,
That's
and
fucking hilarious.
I had a very limited interaction, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah. And then I heard a couple stories. It's like, oh, that tracks.
Yeah. We had many encounters, and for the most part, they were all pretty fine. But there was one.
There's just one that we
really shitty fucking time, and I was like, wow, this is who you really are. Yeah. This is who you really are.
Yeah. They were just a douche.
Yeah.
The one bad interaction we had, just a douche.
I'm looking forward to this story. Okay.
I have an additional story on top of that.
Once again,
apologize. So excited.
Okay.
That's amazing. No, Dad, you can't guess.
Nobody guess.
Well,
Be
you can,
cool about this.
Yeah, you can guess. I'm not gonna.
No. They're gonna narrow down.
I will tell you this, Dad. The second name he showed, no one's gonna get that. I don't think anyone's gonna get that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that individual's persona does not.
Guys,
hold on a second.
Guys,
Reaper says, name your super chat price. Hold on a second.
Guys,
we can split
this
it.
Could be fun. This could be fun.
We'll split it with Matt. We will.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
No, it's your show. I don't need any money for this.
We'll take the money. We'll donate it to charity. I don't care.
That charity is Chandeloo Incorporated. And,
all right, fine. It was Mark
Ellis.
Ellis.
Goes to unboxing Pokemon.
The name he showed was Mark Ellis. It was Mark.
Oh yeah,
you can't stand the guy. Absolutely can't stand him.
Oh no.
FS says, man, it's always a T with the Collider T.
Guys, you understand. We
get it.
We can't.
Listen,
the problem is because every one of these individuals has an online presence and whatnot.
Sure.
If you were managed to say one thing that could be construed in one way,
yeah,
it immediately gets back to him. Did you see such and such said this? And you're like, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
Or 100% is what I said.
I mean, we could do that. I mean, people love internet beef and drama.
I don't want
just let it ride out. We can text them and be like, look, we don't really like you, but just for money and like clout,
I have no problem saying it, but at the same time, this isn't my show.
Sure.
And
so watch Settle the Score.
Catch us on Settle the Score, and we'll talk all about it.
Well, this person will never be a guest.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely some people that are like, they're never. Even if I don't like hate them, I was like, I don't want this person on the show.
Well, it's a matter of like, do I want to hang out with you for 90 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
God, I'm so glad we have that in common. It's amazing. I love that. I was not expecting that.
After the show, and we're gonna share stories.
My God.
Yeah,
I think we have told that story on the show, just didn't give any names. I want to say.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
I want to say it.
Got it.
No, I won't. I won't. No, I won't.
No.
Well, look, you can use the phone, type it out.
Oh no.
Oh, it's too long.
It might be somebody I'm willing to talk shit about.
Maybe.
I'll bring it up later. Oh, you know who drives me nuts? Just out of nowhere, apropos of nothing.
Well, Manny put in the chat, I can't wait for the Collider tell-all book. I think that's past its point. Like at this point, nobody fucking cares.
We sold sevens of copies.
Yes. Yeah. If this was like in the heat of COVID 2020, it would have been a fun little. Let me do it. What's the online diary that people do? I forget what it's called. It's like a website. It's like an online diary. We could have done
Medium?
it there.
No.
Something stack.
Substack.
Substack. We could have done a Substack on all of Collider, but it's past that point. But
Okay.
instead, we're just going to share secrets and laugh because that's even more fun.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get out of that fun. I want to talk about Mission Impossible because the new movie's coming out this weekend. Everyone's pretty excited. It's the final reckoning.
Yeah.
Is it? Will it be his last one?
It's gonna be the best movie ever made.
Are you a fan of the Mission Impossible movies?
They're okay.
They're okay.
They're okay. The problem is I never in any moment feel he's in peril.
Oh, yeah,
So it kind of destroys any of the stakes.
Okay.
So it's just
fair.
like, am I going to enjoy the spectacle of it? That's what I go in if I see it, that opening weekend or whatnot.
Okay. Have you seen them all?
Yes.
Okay. What was you? Okay, talking about ranking Star Wars. You rank your.
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite.
And I don't have a least favorite. They
Okay.
are all just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Okay. That is fair.
Yeah. I got nothing against Tom, but I'm more excited about the Edge of Tomorrow sequel that they're working on.
Oh yeah, give me
I've
that.
been working on for 10 years.
Give me that one.
Look,
Yeah.
don't fucking piss on my parade over here, okay?
Jesus, Cody.
Yeah.
You shit on my franchise. Yeah, I love Mission Impossible. Okay, come on now.
Okay, well, you know
It's
what?
your franchise?
No, it's not even my franchise.
I thought you were going to say the Angels
just
and be
love
like,
it.
what are you talking about? I just said I felt bad for Trout off air.
Well, Matt, I did have a game potentially for you, but seeing as you might not be a huge Mission Impossible fan, maybe I give this game to Cody, but you can also play as well.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Let's play a little game, Cody. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the board, okay?
Yeah, well, he already admitted that he can't read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna face it this way a little bit.
All right.
So recently we've been playing some fun games with some friends that are typically experts in the specific field. So our buddy Adam Hlavik, he's a big horror fan. He loves the Halloween franchise. So we had him guess all of the Halloween themes from each movie. He got all of them. Like he knew all of them.
Okay.
Our friend Eric Schriffler, who you know, we did it for the Saw films because he loves all the Saw films. He did okay, but he kind of dissected it a little bit. So since this is Cody's theme, Cody,
Okay.
let's have you guess the
I
Mission
said-
Impossible themes from each film.
I said I like the franchise. I'm not an expert. I'm so scared right
Now-
now. Oh my god.
Listen, I think realistically, there's probably only one that might sound different than all the rest of them. So what I did in your favor, I had like a line or two right before the music hits in the opening scene.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
To
Okay.
make it a little more fair,
Just a little bit more fair. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Stop that. Okay, copyright. All right. Matt, if you want to
Yeah,
jump
no,
in,
you're
feel free
already-
to as well. Don't look at the board, Cody. Are you
Okay.
ready?
They're going to hit you with copyright. You
Sure.
went well over your time.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so you
probably
know.
true.
As someone
All
who
right.
gets dinged.
right.
That's how good Andy is, by the way.
It's pretty good.
He gets dinged by a fucking AI
I
for
shoulda-
copyright infringement.
I should have had Andy call it. Could he have done all the Mission Impossibles? And the line deliveries too?
Does he have his piano with him right now? Let's have him do all the themes.
All right,
All right.
Cody, Mission Impossible themes. Can you guess it? Here we go. Here's the
cannot.
first one.
What's done is done.
When I say it's done. Oh. That's Fallout.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. All right.
All right.
Good for you.
I'm stressed now.
I think I'll get this one.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oh, that's 2.
We'll let it play out
Oh.
because it's fun.
Yeah.
I won't be on holiday.
Yeah.
Nice. The
Yeah.
corn remix.
I think Limp Bizkit had a song in there.
I
All right.
Limp Bizkit and Metallica. Metallica is
Yeah,
like
okay.
their non-thrash days. All right, here we go. 2 for 2, Cody.
Who's your pal?
I'll tell you on the way.
I think it's. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Wait for it.
He's gonna say light the fuse. Yep. 4. Nice.
Nice. All right. Shit. This is your thing. I
Uh,
should have made it harder. All right.
I mean, seem to know these really well.
How's that? This one might be hard.
I think it's 5. If it's he pulled the parachute. It's 5. 5.
This is your
5.
thing.
I got this. Believe in yourself, Cody.
All right, here we go.
Did we get it?
We got it.
Oh. now
We
I'm
only
thrown off.
have.
I was. Yeah.
Matt?
It's gotta be 1, 3. 1.
Yeah, you got
It
it.
sounds older.
Yes,
So,
it is. Yes.
Yeah.
This is back when the cold opening was 3 minutes long, not
Yeah.
40 minutes like the
Yeah.
newest one.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got 3.
There's 2 left.
3 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, someone we know has already seen it. I saw him the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "It's awful."
No.
And I'm
don't tell
like,
me that.
"Really?"
I'm hearing mixed things.
Oh
Yeah.
no, guys.
It was like if you cut the first 45 off. I was like, holy shit.
But that's the cold open. That's all before the theme.
All right, we got 2 more.
Okay. 3. That's such a good fucking
it's a
cold
good
open,
cold open.
When Philip's fucking yelling
Good
at him.
cold
Oh,
open.
so good, so good.
Right. Well, you already got it, but
Just how do you plan on getting out of
7. Yeah.
oh,
here? Of course.
That one I actually remember.
way to go, Cody.
So that one legit.
7 for 7.
Thanks. Wow. I mean, with the clues of the final line does make it a lot easier.
Well,
I
you
think
wouldn't
so
have,
too.
other than
I don't think you would have.
yeah, other than 2, they all
Yeah.
sound the same.
Yeah.
The only difference, the only ones that I think I could have gotten were Fallout and Dead Reckoning because they added the snare,
Oh, okay.
because that's like a running theme throughout the whole those 2 movies. It's like
Okay.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Settle the Score, we've used. It's really difficult. You can't use the theme unless you just want to use the generic one because they use it so much. There's nothing to differentiate.
Yeah.
There are some musical moments within the movies that
Yeah.
are just specific to that movie, but then you got to get real specific with the clue.
Yeah.
That's
That's what's been fun doing the themes for Halloween and Saw because maybe Halloween you can tell there's a lot of differences. The Saw one, like for us at least, sounded all the same.
Yeah.
But Eric was like, no, this is from like he can quote specific moments from when those movies are. I have one for Ken. I haven't told him about it yet, but I want to do a Star Wars one. Now, you can't do the
Just all this
you can't do
That's
that.
a great idea.
But so instead, what I'm going to do is basically as the song ends, as the crawl goes past, once the camera tilts, because that's different.
Oh.
So it's
okay.
like, bum, ba-da-dum, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think
That's a
that'll
good one.
That
I
could
think
be
that'll
fun.
be fun.
That could be fun. Okay.
Yeah,
I could also just do the main theme just to fuck with that. That could be fun too.
We did a Star Wars show, and then we did one section where we'll play you the music, and you have to tell us what scene it's from.
That's good.
That's good.
I like
And just
that.
like, oh, that was this and this and this. Be like, no, technically you are wrong. And then they get pissed off, and then the next
Yep.
person be like, yep, you are wrong because it's this. Don't you remember? And they're like, fuck.
Yep, we got that. We got Eric on one of them because I didn't know this, but I played what I thought was like the end song or whatever.
It was.
But he was like, oh, it plays twice in the movie, and you played the other one that I wasn't thinking about. I was like,
Still was from Saw 3.
you still got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Look, technicality is a technicality.
Yeah.
Is there like a movie franchise you think you could nail that has like the same theme?
Like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's not a whole lot.
Something with a lot of installments that's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
really
know.
tough because usually there's either extreme differentiation between all of them, or it's like that where it's like it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, even
Over
like
and
all
over
the
and
Marvel
over.
movies, there's so many. Like I was thinking if we had someone who's like Marvel, knowledgeable.
doing all the scores.
You can do all the scores, yeah. All the Alan Silvestris.
Ramon has a great fucking idea. Make Ken try to guess which Star Wars based on the Wilhelm scream usage.
Oh,
you know,
that's
everyone
great.
has the fucking scream. That's a good one.
Is there one per film?
There's
there
one in
is,
every
right?
movie, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. There has to
Just
be.
one?
I think so.
I think it's just one. No, the second one the first one might have 2.
Mm.
The first one might have 2. I remember one when Luke and Leia shoot one of the stormtroopers down when they're trying to escape in the Death Star. I want to say there's a second one, but I don't know. Oh yeah, when Vader does the Wilhelm scream when he dies. I'm just kidding.
You were right about me.
My turn. The Skarsgard. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
All right, fun. Good job, Cody.
Thanks, man.
You did good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Matt, you would have. How would you have done?
Terrible.
That you would have just gotten the second one.
The
Oh,
the last
Dead
one.
Reckoning.
Yeah, because it was the most recent, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I remember the scene that is. And they're in that glass office,
Yeah,
whatever that
yeah.
looks like it's above a manufacturing plant.
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
like
yeah. It's like their
It's
MI
government
headquarters.
CIA, NSA, all of them wrapped into one.
Carrie
He shows
Elways,
up.
I think, is in that scene.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he is. He's like the Secretary of Defense or
I
something.
did you like that one? Dead Reckoning.
You assume it's all leading up to the conclusion
Sure.
of this one? No, it was boring.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, guys? That
It was
movie's
boring.
great.
I don't-
That movie's
Look,
great.
that train sequence was dull, and that was the big showstopper.
It was not my favorite.
I was
My
entertained.
favorite.
I was thrilled.
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, the scene that I thought was the best was the airport kind of
That was a great
chase
sequence.
scene,
That
or
was
you
great.
know, like disguising his face. That
Yeah.
was exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was fun, and then everything was
He's out
like,
here doing magic and shit.
you know, maybe okay. I might be sour on the movie because can I spoil? that okay? The Mission Diehards.
From the 7th one, not the newest one. Right?
No, I haven't seen the newest
Oh, yeah,
one.
yeah, go for
From Dead Reckoning.
Yes.
Is that they killed Rebecca Ferguson? I didn't like that.
Okay.
I did not like that. They were meant to be together,
Somebody's got to die in the franchise,
Yeah.
though.
but not her. She's
I
mother.
agree.
She's queen. Kill.
Did it ever come out who was an asshole to her on set? Remember all that brouhaha
Oh yeah.
a few months ago?
Let's all guess that in the chat instead. Let's all write it on our
Same
phones.
person, by the
Yeah,
way. Same person.
Just about to say that. Same fucking person. I don't think so.
Trust me, that person would do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I have.
They're not better than me.
I have
Okay,
Okay, I've got a
alright.
third story now about this
Oh
person.
no.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember people dissecting. They think it was from the set that movie Life she did. They were either guessing Jake Gyllenhaal or
Who was the third?
Ryan
Reynolds. But no, there was
God,
another
so much
one.
Gyllenhaal in that.
My favorite one was The Rock immediately getting ahead of it and be like, wasn't me. Love you. Love Rebecca. Come on.
Well, I mean, he already had the
Yeah.
dust up with Vin,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
he didn't anticipate losing that battle, and yet he did. Nobody did, actually.
Wait, what movie did The Rock do with?
I think it was Hercules, I want to say.
Was she in Hercules?
Whoa.
I think so.
Interesting.
I think so.
I think I want to say
That movie was boring, too.
that was 2014.
It's no Dead Reckoning.
No.
For sure.
I want to say that people dissected it and picked out an actor who is kind of like meh, and like not it wasn't Gyllenhaal or I think people thought it was Fassbender, but they seemed like they got along during one of their press tours or something like that. But
Yeah, it seemed, the people that worked with him.
it was Jacob Tremblay from Dr. Sleep. Fucking diva.
Can't
that kid
work
is.
with this
Can't
kid.
work with him.
Unbelievable.
No, it wasn't him.
That movie was surprisingly good.
Great, right?
fantastic movie.
Surprisingly good.
Very,
Yeah.
very good.
You have to go into it going, listen, if you're a fan of
Yeah.
the first one, it's never going to be as good as that.
No.
So just accept it for what it is and be like, this is interesting. It's a nice update
Yeah.
of the powers they can do.
Yeah.
It's not like a quantum leap where now we can do whatever we want. It's just like, oh no, it's like this other added level to it.
Did you ever read the original Shining or Doctor Sleep, the book, or no?
No, I've read a few of his.
Okay.
But I haven't read that. I read It, Needful Things. What was that collection of short stories?
Not Vagabond.
Dreamscapes?
Yes.
Something Dreamscapes?
Dreamscapes and Nightmares, I
Something
think.
like that?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Gerald's Game.
Yes, love it.
Dolores Claiborne.
Yes, Tony Gilroy.
Okay.
I think he wrote and directed that movie.
Yeah, and I want to say one other, but I didn't read like The Stand. I
Okay.
didn't read.
That one's still on my bucket list. That one's like
It's too big.
his open. That's why. I've
Yeah,
been,
it's like the
waiting
Dark
for it.
Tower ones. Like
I
guys,
need to
can't
go
get
do
into
those
that.
ones too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I love Doctor Sleep. Mike Flanagan when he does Stephen King, it's just like gold, just gold.
Yeah.
Let him cook. He's doing a Carrie series next.
Is Life of Chuck, that's a Stephen King book?
That's Stephen King novella.
Oh, it's a novella.
Yes,
Yeah, which usually is a good sign.
Okay.
it's great.
Yeah,
I got to see it.
they tend to make good products out of that.
Yeah, no, and it's more in the same vein as like like the Frank Darabont's like Shawshank or Rob Reiner's. What did Rob Reiner do?
Stand by me.
Stand by Me. Yeah, like sort of the drama side of Stephen King, and not just the crazy scary monsters and stuff.
Well, there's too much in his books
Mm-hmm.
to distill it down to a movie, whereas the novella is just like, yeah, it's kind of perfect.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
like one to one. Like it's pretty identical, which is really cool. And yeah, you don't see a whole lot in Stephen King adaptations because you have to change. Because even in Doctor Sleep, like he had to change a whole bunch because he was doing a sequel to both the movie and the book as well. So he was trying to do a combination of the two. So
okay.
because the hotel in the original book burns down, and obviously in The Shining the hotel doesn't burn down. So they kind of adapted the original book of Shining to put into Doctor Sleep.
Now, have you guys seen Room 237?
Yeah. Oh, with the documentary?
documentary?
Yeah.
So good.
It's fun. It's very, very fun.
All these people put in so much time and just like, wow,
Yeah.
that is an interesting theory.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this person's got.
Yeah.
Some of them, by the standards of their own movie, some
Yeah.
of them are just crazy.
Yes.
And you're like, what? So the skiing person is a centaur? And
Yeah.
that is Greek mythology because you bring
Yeah.
the maze in? Like, how the fuck did
See,
you piece this together?
That's the kind of conspiracy that I like. That's fun.
those are fun.
It's not harming anybody.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm all for any of those as well.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Sleep, Rebecca Ferguson. Shout out Rebecca.
The Rock's in the clear.
He's fine. Yeah,
You
we
seen the
have
trailer for his new movie, the fucking
the A24
UFC
one?
one. Oh my!
no.
Or
Looks
is it UFC?
so good.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
So good.
I've watched it multiple times. Just,
Who directed that movie?
One of the Safdies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Benny.
I
or-
think it's Benny. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
Ooh,
fucking
did they
stoked.
did they break up? Are they fighting?
Yeah, they're doing separate stuff right now. I don't know if there was drama, but
Drama.
They're doing separate stuff.
God.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, one gets offered acting roles. It's kind of hard to turn down.
True.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Benny that was in Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Dang,
And I want to say he's going to be in The Odyssey. I'm pretty sure he's got a part in that.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's been in a bunch of other stuff too.
Well, what's speaking of stuff? What have you seen lately? Have you any movies? I don't know. Any recent films that you've seen that?
What are you watching these days,
catching
Matt?
your
What are you
fancy?
enjoying?
I'm gonna go out and see Friendship.
Yes, I want to see that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I want to see that. I'd have to actually look. I have seen a few things lately.
Okay.
But the only thing that's coming to mind is what is it? One Last Breath. But I've seen like 2 or 3 things since then.
Oh, that's the underwater
Yeah.
movie. Oh yeah, but that's been on my radar.
It's solid.
Okay.
It's solid. You know exactly where it's going, but
Sure.
it's got a good payoff, and everybody does a really good job.
Okay. I'm very claustrophobic, so is it a very tight movie? Do they squeeze into like pipes and stuff, or?
Wow. I mean, they're in scuba gear. And
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Is
fuck
it
with that.
claustrophobia when you're just at the bottom of the ocean?
I thought it was like I could be thinking of a different movie. I thought like there was like an accident, they get stuck in something or something like that. Something close.
You're halfway there. It's halfway between both of you.
Okay.
So there's an accident underneath the water,
Okay.
and he is somebody that works on equipment and gear underneath the water.
Okay.
So then he gets
All right.
stranded down there.
Okay. Maybe what's the phobia of Thessaliophobia? Where it's like
Sounds right.
you're afraid of like deep
Shit
water
floating around
and
in
you
the water.
can't or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you can't see it.
the
You can,
bottom.
Yeah. That's scary. I don't like that.
I get those TikToks all the time.
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like giant fucking Cthulhu type monsters.
And then is
coming
it?
out.
And are you getting the?
Oh, yeah. Always the fucking yo-ho song.
Do
you guys have those fears?
I guess I do now.
I do, yeah. Anytime I'm like, obviously, I don't go swimming in the ocean, but if I do, and I look at my feet and I don't see what's below me.
I mean, I've talked about my fear of octopi. I mean, I think
Yeah, he doesn't like-
octopus, octopi, whatever the hell the plural
Octopusophobia.
is, they are fucking terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Yeah, no, they're
Oh, no.
they're really smart and
No.
They taste
basically
good.
They
It's
do
like-
taste good. I
I mean,
do
like
feel
the-
bad about eating them, but they are delicious.
I think he's even afraid of eating them.
No, I don't think I've ever.
Calamari,
I think
man.
I've had squid, maybe.
well,
like
that's
a long ass
calamari.
time ago.
Calamari is squid.
Oh,
Yeah.
calamari squid, not octopus. That's different.
But yeah, like being in the ocean, just imagine like a fucking tentacle grabbing you and ugh, scares me.
Okay.
Getting you with a little beak in there.
It's very easy to avoid that too.
Oh, it's easy to avoid one of the smartest animals.
Just don't go in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like,
You're right. I thought, like when you're in the ocean. it's
No,
easy to avoid
like,
it.
just don't-
I was like, oh, I thought there was a prerequisite that you're in the
That's
ocean.
the problem with any
Okay.
Jaws movie. Just avoid the fucking water.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Stay
I'm with
away.
you. I'm with you there. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you afraid of sharks?
no.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll swim with.
What are you
sharks.
afraid of, Matt? Let's
Yeah,
talk
what are you
about it.
afraid
We
of?
got
Let's
back to
get
the
deep.
therapy
Yeah, we gotta
aspect
get back
of it.
into it.
I have a weird phobia. You ever heard of tryptophobia?
Yes, with the holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. Yeah, I'm
No,
with you.
it'll depending on it has to be naturally occurring.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what it is.
No.
So
I don't even want to Google it because my
yeah,
feed, you know.
naturally repeating patterns
Oh.
for me, but some people are just repeating patterns.
Yeah.
But here, I'll show you.
The easiest example that I go to that I see pretty frequent is like after you wash your hands and you see bubbles all kind of circled together like that.
Sure.
I immediately have to wash it. I don't like
You're
that.
afraid of bubbles?
No, it's not the bubbles. It's the patterns that they're all making of all these little.
That's called a lotus pod. If I look at that long enough, I will get nauseous.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll start
Wow.
to get physically like, and then the hairs on the back of my neck will stand up, and
Wow.
it's something I've had since I was a kid.
Honeycombs too, or
Yeah.
like no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, honeycombs don't bother me. It's
Okay.
it's specific ones, but man, when they
Like
fucking
circular?
get me,
Oh yeah.
I literally be like, I gotta.
I guarantee the fact that we're saying this out loud, my fucking TikTok feed's gonna pick
I
that
just
shit
thought
up.
of a new short film idea we got to do now. I mean, geez.
Oh, I'm
that
sure
sounds
there's
fun.
I'm sure there's something out there. In
Wow.
fact, I think I think there was one that we saw at the Catalina Film Festival that kind of dealt with it a little
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like in the yeah.
bit. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, the worms one.
Yeah,
or- yeah, that was good stuff.
It was like on their skin, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that would.
yeah,
Not up your alley. No.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of small little
yeah.
cluster blister right there or something like that.
I've
I'd be like,
seen. Yeah, I can't do it.
Wow.
No.
yeah, just can't even look at it.
Ugh. Well, we won't dread on that. But
Okay.
before we let you go, you brought something up before the show started because you said how big of horror fans we are. You were sure that we saw it. You brought up a movie, or is
It's
it a
a
show?
show.
It's a show. Okay. And Cody and I looked at each other. We're like,
I had no idea. What
"Are
you were
we
talking
fans
about.
of horror?
Yeah.
Are we not? We haven't heard of it."
The Eternaut.
The Eternaut.
Eternaut.
It's on
Okay.
Netflix.
Okay.
Give us the pitch.
It's all subtitled, unless you want to do the dubs. I don't like the dubs.
Yeah, I like subtitles way better.
Yeah.
You get more of the performance. I saw the shot. Is a guy in a gas mask, and I'm like, I fucking know that dude's face from somewhere. And I'd seen a movie a few years ago that he was awesome in.
Stellan Skarsgård.
It's a movie called Argentina, 1985.
Oh, yeah. Didn't that win the
Yeah,
Oscar?
I think it was nominated for best foreign.
Yeah.
It may have won.
Okay.
I do not know. Interesting.
Okay.
About the Argentinians dealing with corruption within their own government and some pretty terrible policies that they were exacting on their own citizens.
Jeez.
But anyway, the lead of that, I really liked him. And it's kind of like after watching the first couple episodes of Narcos, and I'm like, dude, whoever is playing Escobar, I want to see you in a million more things.
Yeah.
Or like the villain in The Raid, who I've never seen in anything else ever again.
Oh yeah.
And I
Okay.
thought he was awesome as that. I was like, dude, you need to have a career. But anyway, so I saw that and I was like, and I looked it up and was like, oh, it's that dude
That's him.
from Argentina in 1985. But the gist of it is they're in Buenos Aires, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it starts snowing
Ooh,
in the
fun.
middle of summer, and anybody caught out in this snow just instantly dies.
Oh.
So these people
cool.
then get trapped in their various homes. And then they figure out, like, oh, this is how I can go out into the world. And then they slowly begin to piece together what's causing the snow and then why is it lethal. Technically,
Snow.
it's like any sci-fi thing. It's a TV show. They answer questions, but then that opens up a couple more questions.
Okay. Was it just like a one season thing, or did they?
It's only 6 episodes.
Oh, so it's
I love
limited.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Love that.
It
Yeah, I love
needs
that.
well, there is hopefully it has enough traction that there's another 6 episode season and another 6
Did it
episode.
just come out this year? Or
It just came out like 2 weeks ago. Or,
Oh shit!
All right.
Okay.
yeah, it's
All right,
super
give us
recent.
a little bit more credit.
Okay,
A little bit
okay.
more credit.
Yeah, but it was one of those random things of I stumbled upon it and I was like, what is this? And then because it's horror, sci-fi. Horror is the only with, it's that element of alien invasion-ish
Yeah.
type of thing.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
That's the horror element of it. There's other aspects that bleed into that, but it's not like when you think of immediately horror, at least I do.
sure. Yeah.
But it's hard to describe it any other way.
Sounds more body horror, if anything, maybe. If the
Kinda
people-
ish,
People
yeah.
are are they getting frozen like when they step outside, or are they like?
They just fall over dead.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, cool. It's even more simple than that. Yeah.
But then it does expand beyond that.
Okay. That's reminded me. Everyone keeps telling me to watch the show Silo on Apple
Oh,
TV.
it's solid.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
'Cause there's something similar to where like they go outside and they just kind of fall over. Or something
Yeah,
like that.
It's Earth set in an indeterminate year.
Okay.
Basically, they only have like a tenuous understanding of what we did as a society before them,
Fun.
and they're in a large silo bunker underneath the ground.
Right. A silo. Yeah.
Yeah. It is just a cylindrical column that goes straight down for hundreds upon hundreds of stories.
Right.
And each story is its own level and has people in it and whatnot.
Okay.
And then there's a caste system.
Oh,
so
okay.
on the lowest levels, they do all the dirtiest work, and then you move up, and the higher you get up in it, those are your administrators and all the elites and whatnot.
Oh, starring
Miss Ferguson.
Rebecca
Were
Ferguson.
her co-stars nice to her on set? I would
Hopefully.
assume.
Is it David Oelio too in that one?
Yeah, season 1.
Season 1. Okay. Oh, he doesn't make it. All right. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
No, it's got a good cast.
Okay. I've had multiple people, a couple friends tell me about that show, and I've been meaning to check. Because Apple TV's got some really great stuff.
Yeah, they put out a bunch of bangers.
Yeah. Are you watching Studio?
Yeah,
Studio's great.
I love Studio.
I think it's all right.
What do you like more? Shrinking? Have you seen Shrinking?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Shrinking.
Have you seen Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Which
I like
one do you
Ted
think?
Lasso.
Which one do you like more?
Shrinking's real. Ted Lasso's.
You hear that?
All right, guys. It's been a fun
You hear that
show.
shit?
It's been a fun show
Shrinking's
tonight.
fucking real.
Space
Not
Jam,
that
then
fake
pop
ass
punk. Now he's just
John
slandering.
Williams
All right.
shitty ass.
Listen, I'll give you a pass on Space Jam. I get it. If you want to tell me Ted Lasso's better, I understand that as well.
Okay.
Pop punk is for
Hey,
like post lobotomy,
Matt, we're having
practically
a good time here.
Neanderthals that literally just learned rhythm. Hey, oh, my
Hey, that's
God.
post pop punk.
Look,
That's fucking the worst of the worst.
you just know the most surface level pop punk there is. There's good shit under there.
Oh
I'm
yeah, let's
telling
get
you.
into Yellow Card, guys. Let's really dig deep
Yellow
into
Card's
this.
got
That-
some bangers.
Yellow Card is kind of on the surface. Though.
Yes,
They are
yes,
kind of
they
on
are.
the
but
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
they have some good ones though. They have some good deep cuts.
Who's some deep cuts?
Who? Wait, what do you mean? Band or
Bands,
song?
yeah.
The Wonder Years. You ever listen to the Wonder Years?
Wonder Years, great
Fucking
show.
great.
Hate that fucking show.
The band is great though.
I hate that.
The
show.
music's great in
Come
the
on.
show, though.
Here's my distillation of the entire Wonder Years in one word.
The show, not the
The
band.
show.
Yeah.
Paul. That's the whole fucking show.
Kinda
That is
sounds like the-
whole fucking show.
Kind of
Kinda
sounds like
wanna
the
say
band
that.
too.
Paul.
That kind of sounds like the
Oh,
band too.
God,
actually.
I fucking
Yeah.
hated Fred Savage.
Yeah.
He was the worst. That show was
Didn't stuff
depressing.
come out about them that they were like not great people or they're kind of dicks?
Some stuff came out about him.
You seen a movie with Rebecca Ferguson?
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was one of those, I think, that a few people had bad stories and most people are like, he's a good dude. But the bad stories were apparently decently bad.
okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
But I don't know anything beyond that, so I could be
Yeah.
getting completely wrong.
All right. Well, we'll say the name instead. How about that? We'll say that instead and cover it up.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, we appreciate you coming on, sir. Hanging
thanks
out
for
with
having
us.
me.
Of
a fun
course.
show.
Always. I feel like you drank the same drink when you were over here too.
I only get one of two varieties.
Okay.
So I get this as blood orange, and then I get the bubbly blackberry.
I feel like you mentioned that
And it
the last time you was on.
Whichever is
too.
on
I
sale,
swear, yeah.
I just buy a bunch of them. And
Okay. Is it soda water or is it just like
That's soda water.
soda water? Okay.
And it's the one without the sodium.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Remember when LaCroix was a big thing?
Huge thing. Yeah, I had one the
I never
other
liked
day.
them.
Never
I never-
cared for it.
Yeah, I tried them. It's just
No.
like, yeah, it's not for me.
I like the Topo Chicos. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
I like
are
those.
pretty good. Yeah.
I like those.
I feel like I haven't had a soda in a minute, and I miss it. But I'm also like, good for me. You
Well,
know?
do you go full throttle or you go diet?
No, I actually don't even do diet. Like if I have
like a Coke Zero type thing.
no, I actually just got into this. Isn't soda related, but like decaf. I'm even doing decaf coffee because I
I'll do that every once
drink
in a while.
too much coffee. So I'm like, I need to like pump the brakes a little bit. So if I have one later, I'll just do a decaf. Give me the same, not the same effect, but I can at least think it is. You know. But yeah, like if I do a soda, like it very, very rarely now, I'll do a light one like a Sprite that doesn't have caffeine. But once in a while, you know, especially if I get like drunk and I'm like, oh, I want a Coke or a Pepsi. Just like give me that nice McDonald's Coke,
Sure.
you know, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I can't do. I can only do diets.
Diet, okay.
I can't do a regular.
What would be your go-to diet?
I mean, the most consistent, like a couple times a week, I'll get a Diet Coke.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
But if that fountain had Diet Mountain Dew instead, I would get Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh,
They have reformulated the Diet Mountain Dew, and it is actually excellent.
What a sentence.
wow.
They have reformulated the Diet Mountain Dew.
You know who
Yeah.
loves? You know who loves Diet Mountain Dews? JD Vance.
Oh, right. That's right.
Listen,
I forgot about that.
Knew that guy was quality. Just knew it. You can tell.
There's nothing he loves more.
It
than
used to be the worst diet ever made. It was
Really?
fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
And then a friend of mine got diagnosed with diabetes, like type 1. So the child diabetes, you normally get diagnosed at 6.
Yeah.
His didn't manifest until he was like 26.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And then he dealt with it for like 4 years before they finally figured out, oh, you have type 1 diabetes. Yeah, no, it was bad.
He's pounding Baja Blasts left and right. or
Well,
what?
anyway, he would drink with all of us, like just
Yeah.
pound beers and whatnot, and then later that night he is just vomiting nonstop.
Why am I getting so? Oh, geez,
Yeah,
that's
every night
awful.
I'm getting sick. He didn't drink every night, but it didn't matter because his body couldn't metabolize it.
Right.
So then he had to switch to all diet, and he's the one that told me, he's like, dude, Mountain Dew has gotten so good. And I'm like, shut the
Okay.
fuck up, dude. It was the worst. And he's like, I know it was the worst. It was when I was younger. let's say, the age you guys were watching in 2000, 2002.
Great
when we
stuff.
were watching Hardball.
Team Pup and Sups.
When
yeah.
I was that age in like 1990, 92, say 10 years earlier, I was pounding a 20-ounce Mountain Dew every day. I fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Code Red? You Code Red
didn't
guy?
exist. I've never had it.
That might have come out around maybe a little bit after that.
Yeah,
time.
that was when I stopped drinking regular soda a long
Okay.
time ago.
Smart man.
But yeah, then he was the one who was like, no, you got to try it.
Okay.
He was like a fucking drug addict.
We got to retry because we
gotta
after
try
that
this shit.
that JD Vance Diet Mountain Dew bit, we actually bought some and drank it, but they were super warm, so it didn't have the same effect.
Nah, they got to be freezing cold.
All right, we'll try it. We'll give it a shot again. We'll give it a shot.
Well, I mean, if you liked Mountain Dew before, and they have a Mountain Dew Zero type of thing, it does taste pretty much exactly like regular Mountain Dew.
I do miss me. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in years.
Oh God, I used to pound those
so
things.
good.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe. Well, they say it's racist to do anything.
Yeah.
I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday, and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too. But
I love that
good.
he held for the laughter that didn't exist.
Yeah.
And then the
He
fake
had
laugh.
to
Yeah,
give it
yeah,
himself.
yeah.
So Matt, is Diet Mountain Dew racist? That's the question. All right. We're going to wrap it up here. A couple super chats. Paul Marquez sent in one. Thank you so much. Sounds like you say Digimon names, especially with Mon in it. Oh, yeah, that's true when we were talking about Pokemon
I
earlier.
can't name a single Digimon.
I can't tell you either.
Do they even have names?
No, they're digital.
God.
They're digital.
Okay.
And then the Call
Is that-
Kid.
Is that something different, or is that just an
different.
offshoot?
Digimon was yeah,
an
that was
offshoot of it, I think.
different show.
They were like
Yeah.
digital monsters.
But it wasn't from like the people that brought you Pokemon
No.
bring you Digimon.
It was definitely probably
So
like
it's a
competing-
Transformers GoBots.
Yeah,
situation.
I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. The Call Kid sent in a super chat. Thank you, sir. Finally got a guest that gives you credibility. Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Who said that? That's my favorite person.
That was the Call Kid.
the Call
Callie,
Kid?
Callie,
Yeah.
Callie
Callie.
Kid.
Oh,
Callie.
I'm sorry.
We're all losing.
Oh, he's
our
got the
eyesight.
fucking bear in his thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. The Cali Kid.
That's
I
fair.
think we just lost that credibility. All right. Matt, every single week we give a shout out to our Patreon supporters that support us on Patreon, $50 and up, and it's followed by a funny little soundbite. So I apologize in advance.
I
if
know,
you-
I've been here for this.
I know, but I'm just, you never know what you're going to hear. Aaron Woodley.
He begs her not to hit him and pulls down his pants, revealing his penis to be actually an anteater. It's a literal anteater.
That's our good friend Adam.
Do you recognize? I was about to say, do you recognize that voice?
That's
Yeah.
Adam Smith telling
Yeah.
us a dream he had. Alec M.S. Young. Sorry. Arcadio Castellanos.
Just one of those
Arcadio
days. Castellanos.
Billy Storley.
Hold on.
Oh.
Who was doing the pronunciation on that?
Arcadio Castellanos.
You might know.
Castellanos.
I mean, it sounds like
Castellanos.
But
He knows. Frank?
That is Frank. Do you recall?
Remember Frank?
interacting with
Worked
Frank?
at Collider.
oh yeah,
Long
yeah,
hair?
Yeah.
He was the pirate.
I think we literally said 3 words to each other.
Yeah.
3 separate times, going, "Hey, hey."
Yeah.
That's about it.
Bobby Mitchell.
I want to go to Chili's and shit my ass out.
Yeah. Brian Arsenal. Brian D.
Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you're watching after the show is live,
Chris Jones. Cindy Perez.
yeah, I'm okay.
Jesus Christ, Homer.
FS1138.
Listen, what he did? Would you have done that?
Giuseppe.
Cody knows what I'm talking about, you slut.
Harley Payne.
What's your cream ratio?
John Noto. Do you know what Pokemon that was? No? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was a Digimon. Guys. Good try.
Julia Connor.
Jeff Bezos came, Bill Gates came, Mark Zuckerberg came. Many of them came numerous times. The bankers have all come. Everybody's coming.
That's not edited either, I don't think. Carl Soderbeck. For some reason. Cat Markham.
Can you recognize that voice?
You know that?
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay. Kyle Johnson.
Look out!
Maris Thornton. We do a duet? Michael Bittner. Nick White.
Look at this funny moment of this white guy, skinny ass piece of shit who was never fat and never got fat shamed ever. Never heard of the movie Heavyweights. Oh man, I hate my life.
That's Brian just talking about me, by the way.
Yeah. Senior film.
Yeah, suck it, Brian. Suck his balls.
Sergio Castaneda.
So suck it, Brian. Yeah.
Sheridan Ponce. Felt great. Felt very good. Still feels good. Stephanie Merritt.
Not as good as this one, though.
And so I have to say who go. No,
It's close to pop
punk.
punk.
God damn it.
It's not, though.
Son of a bitch. That's why I need you to hear.
Amber brings that one up a lot. That's her favorite.
Stefan Solosi.
You got to pound out your meat.
Terry Stockwell.
Thanks, Adam.
I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday.
TJ Jones.
And one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too.
Tyler Eklund.
It's good.
And finally, Wiley Todd.
I love you guys.
Awful. Just awful. Matt, thank you so much again. You got anything coming up that you want to plug? Anything with Sell the Score you guys got cooking?
You can find us anywhere you get podcasts or on YouTube. Just search Settle the Score, and you'll see a thumbnail of us there or anywhere where it's easier on podcasts where the first thing pops up there, but there's some music label that has technically we have more subscribers and we have more traction and more views and everything, but they come up first.
Okay, there you go.
The link to your guys' channel is also in the description.
You can find that down there.
Well.
Find that. You can find Matt and that fucking cheater, Andy.
Yeah.
Not going to forget you for that. Not going to forget you. Thank you all. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. That helps us out here on the show. Hey, if you're a Patreon supporter, we do have a commentary. We just watched Final Destination. If you want to join the Patreon and watch a brand new commentary that we haven't done in quite a long time, watch that one. Cody and I were actually in person. That was a very fun one. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So check it out. Thank you all. Check out Matt, Settle the Score. Follow him on all those things. And yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell the story yet. Hold on.
Yeah, okay, but thank you for reminding me. Now I have to bring up the multiple stories. Almost.
Don't do it.
Very, very close. But there was some. Yeah, they can tell you. They stop. We should do the guy.
Just in case.
We should all mute our mics and then just start talking about it.
Somebody can read lips.
Yeah, that's true. I do love the
Once again, I don't give a shit if this person found out that I wasn't a fan. But this isn't my show.
Oh, I can't wait.
Although they can suck it. I'll tell you that.
You know, I agree. 10 toes down. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. See you later. Bye.